to rumble. Get it? They know I'm the man. Latrice, go. Yeah, yeah. They know I'm the man. They know it, baby. They know it. What? They know I'm the man. They know I'm the man.
And welcome to college football under the lights in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Marion University football. I'm Scott McCauley, along with former Knights offensive lineman Zach Graves. It's our pleasure to be here at St. Vincent Field for game number 2 on the college football season for the 5th-ranked Knights and the visiting University of St. Francis Fighting Saints. They are out of Joliet, Illinois. You see the home team, the Knights, getting ready to go out for the captain's toss. And Zach, 2 weeks ago, we got our very first look at this year's edition, led by head football coach Mark Henniger in his 10th season. My, oh my, what a win it was. A school record 86 points. 9 different players scored touchdowns. Feels like it was a long time ago, but as soon as you come back here, you're reminded of that tremendous debut for this 2022 season.
Yeah, 86 points is a lot, and they scored in so many different ways. It wasn't just offensively. They had punt return touchdown, a pick six, and all that stuff. And it was very impressive just to see, you got all these returners for Marion coming back on both sides of the ball, but to see all these other young guys that are coming in and getting some playing time in that game. I mean, there is a lot of talent on this team, but you mentioned the week off last week. It kind of feels like that was kind of like a, almost a scrimmage-esque, and now the season really starts tonight.
Which way would you like to kick?
We can hear our head official. That's Craig Demery that is mic'd up for tonight's telecast. Marion won the toss. They deferred, and that means the Fighting Saints will receive the football. Well, the visitors from Joliet off to an 0-1 start. Their season kicked off last week, and they were at home. They were ranked 25th in the country, but they were really humbled at home.
Yeah.
They lost 52-14 to St. Francis out of Fort Wayne as Marion takes the field. I expect a little different contest here tonight than the one that we got 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, St. Francis, Illinois had a really good season a couple years ago. They have a really good defense, a really good dual-threat quarterback who was second in the nation in rushing last year. They got a lot of pieces, but they ran into that new-look staff at St. Francis, Indiana, and surprisingly gave up 52 points. I mean, with this defense, a lot of guys returning on defense. I didn't expect that many points from St. Francis Fort Wayne. So we'll have to see how they respond from that game last week tonight.
Well, speaking of defense, that's what Marion hangs their hat on. You just saw number 17, Jay Sean Underwood, and number 2, Dom Small get together, a part of that strong secondary for Marion. They're ranked 5th in the country. In game 1, Marion held Madonna 0 for 16 on 3rd down.
Very
dominating performance.
Very.
And in the regular season, the last 5 regular season games, Marion has given up only 30 points. That includes St. Francis out of Fort Wayne and Concordia at the time, 2 very well thought of programs. This defense is hot from last year and coming into this year. And here's a look at today's matchup.
Yeah, you mentioned that defense. There's so many guys. You see that the biggest thing that sticks out to me on this graphic is those 25 seniors on the roster. This is the first time in a few seasons that Marion returned so many guys and on both sides of the ball. And for defensively, it starts up front. All those returners on that defensive line, they've played so well in their last 5 or 6 contests.
Yeah, in game 1, Marion, 9 sacks, 15 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now, it won't be as easy today as you look at the visitors that come from Joliet, and we're going to hear the name Tumilty quite a bit today.
Yep, both sides of the ball.
2 names. You're going to have the older brother that's riding in the secondary is the free safety Scott Tumulty, second-team All-American a year ago. He is a 5th-year senior, 4-time MSFA West first or second-team player. And then the quarterback is sophomore Sam Tumilty. He is a tremendous run-first quarterback. Marion will have their hands full with this dual-threat quarterback, and the Fighting Saints will get the football first. Set to kick it away for Marion is Marlon Pomili. Pomili, terrific with his kickoffs in week 1. sends this one sky high. And here comes St. Francis. They'll bring it out from their own end zone, and they'll bounce it out just shy of the 20-yard line. And Zach, we'll get our first look now at Tumilty, this quarterback. A year ago, over 1,300 yards rushing from the quarterback position. That is the second most yards in school history, a school record tying 14 rushing touchdowns. He was the Mid-States West Offensive Player of the Year. And unusual, little Doug Flutie wearing number 22 out there is Tumilty. 3 wide receivers. They don't run the ball much with the running backs. This is really going to be number 22's show, and Marion will have to keep their eye on him.
Yeah, the biggest thing is assignment football. Stay in your gaps, all 11 guys on the same page. Stay in your run lanes. Don't let him have free range.
Marion did an excellent job against him a year ago. Marion won 40-17. That was in Joliet.
Yeah, good start already from that offensive line. Creating a gap like that, 5 yards on the first pop, that helps you get going.
So 2nd down and 5 for this offense. This has plenty of experience on the offensive line. This is a team a year ago that was on the fringe of making the playoffs.
Yeah,
they ended up 6-3. Their head coach, Joe Curry, in his 11th year, was the West Coach of the Year in the Mid-States. They were right there on the fringe, but could not close the deal. They've started off this year 0-1. First road game, and here's Tumilty, and he'll run. Look at that miss, that cross pattern in the backfield, and then he just works over the left side of the line, led by Bogey as left tackle, and Hersink is the left guard.
Yeah, for St. Francis, Illinois, they're that kind of like that Olivet Naz on the west side, or Siena Heights on the east side, where they're knocking on the door of the playoffs, but they're not quite there. But yeah, nice design on that quarterback run. Create some misdirection, slow those linebackers down even a half a second to get that first down.
A first down on the very first drive. 2 plays, 2 positive plays. Here's a handoff, trying to work that left side, and running through a tackle is Daniel McLaren, who is hit right at the line of scrimmage, but powered through to pick up more yardage.
And the biggest difference already that I've noticed is up front. St. Francis is getting off the ball really well and not allowing Marion's defensive line to get penetration. You remember 2 weeks ago against McDonough, all 4 defensive linemen were living in the
unnecessary
backfield.
roughness, defense, number 0. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
Classic second guy got caught on that one, Scott.
That is a 5th-year senior, Chauncey Mays.
Can't do it.
6'1", 250-pounder. A critical mistake. You tack it on afterwards, and that football moves all the way to the 45-yard line.
And he got hit in the back by number 58, but you can't retaliate, and the second guy's always going to get caught.
Boy, the Saints are in business on their opening drive now in Knights territory. Tumilty spins free, and he'll tuck it and go and tiptoe out of bounds just before the 40-yard line.
He's quick.
Yeah.
He is quick. 5'10" might be a little generous.
Picks up 3. Now, 1 year ago, the Marion defense did their job, but this was a 1-possession game last year in the 4th quarter before Marion scored 17 unanswered.
Yeah, we weren't on the road last year. I remember watching the live stream, and yeah, they kept it close for quite a lot of time.
2nd down and 7 for the Saints. First drive of the football game. They'll hand it off, coming across on that jet sweep. That's number 24, James Williams.
Almost a little disaster there at the mesh point. Was kind of behind his guy a little bit on the handoff. And luckily they avoided disaster there by having some kind of, the ball hit the ground.
Now 3rd down and 4 for the Saints. Marion getting one of those East-West crossover games in the Mid-States. Tumilty sends Dezion Jordan in motion. Drops back over the middle. First down catch inside the 30-yard line.
Adler coming on the nickel blitz off the outside. Tumilty goes the opposite way to hit his guy on a short route for the first down on the left side.
And that's a 10-yard gain down to the 29. Liam Eldridge, a 6'2 senior from San Clemente, California, is the best wide receiver target.
Very nice, quick release there. Get it out of your hands, wait till your guy turns around, gives you his numbers, and delivers it accurately.
Well, this is already the Deepest any offense has driven against this defense. Nice shiftiness in the backfield. There were so many nights they were ready to grab.
There's that
Joe
defensive
Apta
line.
was there.
Yeah, defense line penetration finally on that play.
And McLaren just has to tiptoe away from them to pick up positive yards. He'll gain 1.
Still got back that, though. That's impressive because he was stopped 3 yards in the backfield.
8th play of the drive, 2nd down and 9. There is the quarterback, number 22. Offensive Player of the Year last year in the Mid-States West. He'll hand it off. Nice job to stop him there.
Yeah,
that's Chauncey Mays.
Marion's defense line really settled in now. The first few plays, St. Francis was really firing off the ball, and now Marion's starting to punch back a little bit.
Gain of 2 to the 26-yard line. 9th play of the drive will bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Still an excellent starting drive for St. Francis. This is exactly what you need on the road here in a night game. A lot of fans in the stands. To have this first drive helps calm you down a little bit.
Yeah, really good turnout on the home side of the stadium here at St. Vincent Field. You see trips, and then the single out top is the wide receiver, Eldridge. Tumulty looking at that trips. Floats it up, and it's just off target. He had his guy there. Number 89, Trenton Perry, was there. He just couldn't deliver it.
Yeah, he got the nice with the trips. You have 3 guys going 3 different routes. It helped get his guy, Perry, open. Just didn't have enough time to deliver him the football. Good pressure by Marion's defense.
Now we will send out the kicking unit. Here's Brian Mayday. 47% on his career. First field goal attempt of the season. This one will be from 43 yards out.
Got a late guy on the field here.
Oh, this does not help. Play clock right now is at 5. Snap, kick is up on the way, and it is hooking.
Yeah.
No good.
You just can't have that. I mean, with special teams, like a kicker sees a guy come in late, and it just that little bit of hesitation in his mind leads to a missed kick. You just got to have everyone on the same page there. It's so important on special teams.
First kick of the season, number 17, Mayday, comes up empty. Excellent drive, though, for St. Francis, but they come up empty. They go 9 plays. They take it from their own 20 down to the Marion 26, and now we get a look at this Marion offense that was incredible week 1 against an opponent that they absolutely overwhelmed. 589 yards of total offense. Quarterback Zach Bundelow didn't even play a full first half.
Yeah.
6 of 9, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns passes. He has Baron Hebler in the backfield next to him. First down and 10 for Marion from the 26. Quick pass out in the flat, caught by Ben Stevens. He still fights for more after the initial hit by Jalen Cooper.
Yeah, you might want to cover that guy. If you're St. Francis, you don't have Ben Stevens roaming free on that quick route there. Nice RPO, the pulling guard. Good read by Bundelow to hit Stevens, who was wide open.
7 yards on the pass completion to Ben Stevens. He had 2 catches in the week 1 win. Hebler, about a yard short. He'll pick up 2. 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to see Marion's offense back out there against a little bit of tougher opponent. They look so good against Madonna. It's really hard to see just how good. And St. Francis, they run a different scheme with the 3-3 stack. It's fun to see a different kind of matchup today.
Saw number 62, Quade Pope, once again in the starting lineup. Ross Krieg out injured, so Pope is in on that offensive line. So much experience on that O-line. High snap from Dillon, and Hebler is bottled up, but it looks like his teammates might have helped him across the line.
Yeah, there was initially some leakage on the backside of that blocking scheme. Someone beat the tight end right across their face, and good second effort there to pick up that short yardage situation.
And they will give him the first down. There's head coach Mark Henniger in his 10th season. 84th win in his Marion career 2 weeks ago. 7 playoff appearances in his previous 9 years. 2-time National Coach of the Year. Bundelow in the shotgun. 2 to his left. Young makes the catch. Little sliding catch for C.J. Young, his first reception of the season, the junior from Harrison, Ohio.
Just easy throw and catch. That's what you want to do. If they're playing off like that, just hit your guy quick, get the ball out of your hands as quick as possible if you're Bundelow.
A year ago in Marion's win in Joliet against the Saints, Young had 3 catches, including a touchdown. The only touchdown of his collegiate career. Hebler stood up and driven back. Wow. That was Pope, the guard that was blown up right there. And then coming in, it looked like Michael Whitney, a linebacker, was able to jam in there.
This is why it's a little bit tough to have a week off right after that first game, because you kind of take a breather, you get out of camp, and then you come here tonight and you got guys really firing off the ball. They just played last week. They're still, just early season and have all that energy, and you can see it early on, both sides of the ball.
That was a great play by Whitney. Holden just shed the guard and then made the play. 2nd down and 10. Bundalo will put it up. Pump fake, waits, catch is made, and that will be good enough for the first down. Byerly with the catch, the tight end.
Yeah, another guy who came back this year with a little bit higher expectations, been in the offense a few years now, and he can catch the football. That's a good job of presenting yourself to the quarterback and letting him deliver the ball to you.
Nice job on 3rd down and short. Get a good strike. Now Marion on their first drive has moved the ball into Fighting Saints territory. Line of scrimmage is the 47 working on that left hash. Hebler lines up behind Zach Bundalo, making his 14th career start as a Marion quarterback. Play action. And that'll be intercepted. Excellent job dropping back into coverage. Nick Mabudas has his first career INT.
Yeah, not a good decision. He wanted to go deep to Ben Stevens on the go route, but perfect position from the Saints defense. So he tries to go back to his next read. There's only 2 guys in the route off the play action, max protection. It's not there. Just throw it away. Don't try to force it. There's 3 guys around him, and it results in interception.
Nice job, Mabudas. First career INT. That's really a tough catch.
Yeah, and when you only have 2 guys in the route, if they're both covered, get rid of it. You don't have to force anything, and that's what he did there.
So Bundalo throws the interception. That's his first of the season. He did throw a pick last year against 3 touchdowns against St. Francis. So the turnover puts the Fighting Saints at their own 33. Working on that right side.
There's some holes early, Scott. Some, really good blocking so far from the Fighting Saints. Really nice interception. Very athletic. Nice play by Mabutas. But yeah, so far, St. Francis blocking up really well.
Zillinger is the running back, number 38. He stands on the left of Tamilty. Good gain of 7 on first down. He'll touch it again. Zillinger this time hitting the backfield. Linebacker Logan Blake was the first one to get in there.
Yeah, all those linebackers came up really quick. Once they saw a run, they kind of surrounded the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go with the football.
You mentioned early on knowing your assignment, playing assignment football.
Correct.
What does that mean when you're from, especially on that defensive side?
You can't try to free roam. You have to, if you have the C gap, you have to be diligent and stay in that C gap. If you try to do something fancy, it's going to open up a seam for the running back or the quarterback to run through.
3rd down and 1. I bet you Tumulty's dangerous here. He will hand it off. There is the first down. Zillinger breaks it out. His quarterback lays a block.
Oh, yeah.
Nate Fry was ready to come up and make a hit, and then his opposite number, the quarterback 22, says nope.
You do not see that very often for a quarterback to be behind the play and come and get in front of him and lay a block like that. Take another look at this one. Starts off, look at that movement, good double team, opens up that backside hole, and then make a guy miss. Can't quite see the block at the end, but wow, what a job.
Here's Tumulty now picking up nearly 10. And their late flag comes in. 2 missed tackles on that replay from guys you don't expect missed tackles. Linebacker Blake misses one, and Clay Campbell came up from a safety position. He was shook. An excellent run by Zillinger.
I'm telling you, the week 2 bye week, they just kind of look like they're still trying to get their feet under them right now. Oh, man.
Another personal foul, so that's 2 now on Marion.
Yeah. And those are things you just can't have. 15 yards is a lot. It's a lot of yards.
And they're going to walk this off. It was just shy of the sticks, and now you move into the red zone all the way to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, very impressed so far with St. Francis, Illinois' blocking.
You get the 9-yard run, and then the face mask was on Underwood. So Jay-Sean Underwood, coming up from his cornerback position, grabbed the face mask of Tumilty. 10 minutes have gone by in the first quarter, no score. Second possession for St. Francis. They took over after the interception of quarterback Zach Bundelow.
Yeah, perfect striking range here, right at the 15 for 1 or 2 shots at the end zone right off the bat.
Yeah, look at their receiving core. Liam Eldridge listed at 6'2". Trenton Perry, number 89, he's 6'1". Their tight end is 6'3". DeJuan Gavin and Dezion Jordan, both 6'2" and 6'4". Size on the outside. Tumilty, sweep right. Oh, great job.
Yes, sir.
Going a really good job. Trevor Adler came up and forced him inside. And there's a good look, unfortunately.
Got some hits so far. Got some good pad thumping down there.
Assignment football, watch Adler on the outside, number 1. Forcing this inside, and my buddy's got you.
That's exactly what you need to do. That's what we were talking about with gap responsibility.
You end up losing 2. And on that play, you saw 2 white jerseys go with Adler, and that frees up Bucher and Blake to make the tackle.
A little miscommunication there. Sweeps are tough. They're one of the toughest for offensive linemen. Open up those hips and really run and get in front of your guy. It's one of the harder blocks in football.
Offensive line, you have Bogey, Hersink on the left side. Knutson is the center. Knutson's a junior center, went to the same high school as Tumilty. They've been snapping together for quite a while. Logan Miller's the right guard, and Ashton Sorgi is the right tackle. And we've got a timeout with 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. St. Francis is driving here at Marion on Comcast 81.
Getting 30% off any Donato's pizza during Peace and Love Days is kind of a big deal. It's a huge deal, actually. Get 30% off any pizza during Donato's Peace and Love Days when you order online. If you dig a great deal, dig into a pizza before this deal is over in just a few days. Order online today using promo code LOVE. Donato's. Every piece is important.
I want to share a quick little story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So 2 weeks ago, we have the afternoon game. I come home, I kid you not, Donato's was on the island in the kitchen. And my wife said, well, they played the commercial enough. Then there you go. Tumilty ends up keeping that ball. Why not? Donato's, one of the sponsors here for Marion Football and Jordan Hospitality Group. They believe in loving our neighbors and giving back to the communities that we serve. That's why they're proud to support both Marion University as well as Marion Athletics. 20 Donato's locations throughout the greater Indianapolis area. It's Donato's Pizza. Don't forget, pick up their famous thin crust, edge-to-edge pizzas, and now through October 30th, get a large Pep 150 for just $1 more than a large pepperoni pizza. It worked last week, fellas. 3rd down and 11. They have gone backwards, and now they'll blow this one dead.
5 more. Play a game.
Yep, Tumilty wanted that play in.
Can't have it after a timeout. Just can't. And you're in the red zone, like that's. Yeah.
You know, you're at the 14-yard line. A personal foul penalty puts you right there on the doorstep, and now the Fighting Saints are going backwards.
Yep.
Line of scrimmage will now be the 20.
And I mentioned when they're at the 15 on 1st down, that's the time when you want to take a shot, and they choose not to do that. They go with the runs, and then you have a penalty, and you're going backwards.
This drive started thanks to an INT. They have taken it 47 yards to the 20-yard line, but it's 3rd down and 16. Tumilty in the shotgun. Marion brings forward. Tumilty trying to find a lane. Beats a man. 10. Stops, and he will be right at the sticks.
Yeah, he's short.
He's
short.
They've got their foot marked at the 6. He needed the 5.
He couldn't quite get that forward momentum where he's leaning towards the marker.
Look at this, hurry up. Here comes the quarterback sneak.
They're going fast. Nice.
And now, I don't think he's going to move.
No, he's short.
The far judge never came inside that 5-yard line. Marion stops them.
Yes, they do. And you got Majors and Mays in the middle. That is a tough couple of guys to try to run quick sneak against. They win the line of scrimmage. Marion gets the ball back on down.
There it is. You know, that is terrific coaching.
It's huge.
Tyler Stinn, the defensive coordinator, and the yellow comes out. That is coaching saying, guys, get ready for this play.
That's right.
You put guys in this position, and when they saw that quick, that defense knew exactly what to do.
And those guys are they're upperclassmen, and they're so big in that middle. And even though St. Francis, Illinois has won the line of scrimmage quite a bit early on in this game, that's such a tough position to put them in. Look at all that burst backwards. And Marion just wins the line of scrimmage there.
And even the push from your running back didn't move that pile at all.
Too much beef in there for Marion.
Oh, that is a giant stop by the defense. Marion now has it at their own 6. 2:41 to play in the opening quarter. Bundalo to Hebler. Spins free, and he'll give them some breathing room out to the 13, make it the 14-yard line, a gain of 8.
Impressive run to find that seam. There wasn't a whole lot there, but he was able to kind of torque his body to kind of squeeze through that little gap that was presented.
No score. Second time the offense has touched the ball for the Knights. Ranked 5th in the country. Hebler, huge hole. He takes that out to the 20. I mean, that was an easy 6-yard run.
I love his burst, too. As soon as he sees it, he, boom, right through it.
Well, when it rains, it pours. So trust the pros in AAA Roofing. That's who we call. Special thanks to AAA Roofing for their support of Marion Athletics. Boy, just a gorgeous night, though, here in the Circle City. Under the lights for Marion football. Hebler on 1st and 10, and he'll be tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a yard.
Yeah, again, there's been a few times here today where the backside of zone, guys are getting beat for Marion, and they're able to get into the backfield pretty quickly. That's at least the second or third time we've seen it.
Number 90, Ryan King on the defensive line. First team MSFA West a year ago. Terrence Nicholson, we saw him number 2, a cornerback. 10 starters returning from a year ago on this defense. Hebler, look how quickly he bursts past that original line and brings up a 3rd and short. And a late flag comes up. I think this one is going to be on the Saints. We're going to have our 3rd personal foul and the 1st on the visitors.
A little bad blood between the east and west side here today.
This is the first time that St. Francis has made the trip from Joliet, Illinois to Indianapolis since 2015. Let's watch this play.
Great jump cut here by Hebler here at the end. Nice job to get those extra yards. Really
and then
good.
right there, watch Young. He's still tied up.
Ah, a little acting there.
A lot of acting right there. Oh, my gosh, a lot of acting right there. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. And they will get him. Oh, goodness.
I like it. You got to do whatever you got to do, you know. He even kind of looked and see where the ref was before he jumped back. That's great.
So move this ball now all the way up to the 43.
This is around the area where they stalled out in the first drive.
Yep. You see 90 King line up on that right end. Bundalo hits Young. Young had a big game last year in Joliet with 3 catches. Already more involved here today than he was in the Week 1 win.
Yeah, and he's finding the holes in the zone. He knows exactly where St. Francis is at. He's going to that open space and letting Bundalo deliver him the ball.
Move the ball to the 49 after the gain of 8. Gavin Hacker made the tackle on that play. Came up from his safety position. There's a first down run right up the gut.
Good push. Good push that time.
Running right behind left guard Adam Warner.
It's quite the battle on both sides of the ball. This is a really fun trenches day. We have 2 good units on each side, offensive and defensive lines for both teams.
And they play with 3 defensive linemen. They'll play with 3 linebackers and a nickel backer defensively will St. Francis. First and 10 from the 34, Bundalo.
With pressure.
And pressure comes, and they wrap him up and bring him down.
And you mentioned that three-man front. When you run a three-man defensive line and you have all those linebackers creeping up, that's when you get those twists in those games. And it's hard for an offensive lineman to be on the same page and pick up the right guy. So they send the pressure, they get the sack.
First sack of the game for TJ Neal, second on the season, and that ends one quarter here at Marion, the 5th-ranked Knights. They're at midfield, but no score after one against St. Francis on Comcast 81.
Is your building haunted or infested with icky snakes? Then tear it down. The Raised Trash Demolition Squad can flatten buildings up to 3 stories tall. Whether it's a commercial or residential structure, the Raised Trash Demo experts will make it go boom. And with their roll-off containers, they'll haul away the mess quicker than you can say, hey, there used to be a building there. Bring your old fire trap to its knees with Raised Trash.
RaisedTrash.com.
Raised Trash.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Well, that is a great seat right there to be standing and watching this game. Look at those ages of these kids hanging out right here.
I love it.
And look, they looked right in our booth, and they have no idea you're on TV.
Yeah.
They have no idea. Hey, you're on TV. Well, a quick first quarter, and you expect that when you have a team that runs the ball like St. Francis. Now we go in the other direction. 2nd down and 14 after the sack. Bundalo's pass is complete on the far side of the field. Jacob Pressler with his first reception.
Yeah, and St. Francis is they're playing run first, so they have a lot of those front 7 guys in the box. And you're seeing a lot of open opportunities for Marion receivers on these short routes. So far, though, it's working really well.
Pressler, 2 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. He made that return from ACL surgery playing 2 weeks ago in the opener. Bundalo now. He's got 3rd down, and it looks like a long 5. Quick pass. Young has it nearly almost taken away by that D, but that'll move the chains right at the 31, just out of the reach of linebacker Logan Johnson.
Yeah, you see Logan Johnson going out there to his flat zone and just not quite quick enough to get out there and stop that pass.
First down, 7-yard completion to Young.
But you can see before every snap how close those 3 linebackers are playing. So then if they're not going to be sending pressure, they're bunched up in there, and then they have to jump out to those zones. And it was just too far for Logan Thomas to get to stop that pass.
10th play of the drive for Marion, a drive that started at their own 6. Bundalo shotgun, puts it up in the air. Towards the end zone, and being grabbed from behind and drawing the flag will be Young.
Very clear. They only brought 3 rushers, so plenty of time for Bundalo. Lets his route develop to C.J. Young. It was a little bit overthrown. I don't know if he quite would have got there if he didn't get held, but clear as day, jersey grab. I can't tell. I think that was overthrown.
Pass interference.
Yeah, I don't think he would have got there.
Number 8, 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's on the senior Angel Mata, 2nd team All-League on the west side a year ago.
Great look at that ball in the air. It's hard to tell with the angle if he would have got there or not. I don't know, but doesn't matter. They get the penalty.
Yep, not a spot foul in college. You move it 15 yards.
And out of instinct, if a guy beats you, you don't really look to see if the ball was overthrown. You're just trying not to give up that touchdown, so you grab jersey.
First down and 10 from the 16. No score. Start of the 2nd quarter here in Indianapolis. Hebler, the running back. He'll take it. And he will be swallowed up and dropped.
Yes, he was.
Defensive line comes in, and the linebackers shoot their gap. There's TJ Neal again with the help of All-League player Ryan King.
And you see what St. Francis is doing. They are not going to let Marion run the football today. They're going to bunch up in that box and make Bundalo beat them with those quick passes. They're telling them what they want them to do.
Again, 10 starters from a year ago on that defensive side of the ball. That's why it was so shocking the way they lost last week in week 1.
Yes.
Bundalo on 2nd down and 12 into the flat. Hebler lowers the shoulder. He'll be pushed out just shy of the 10. They'll mark him out at about the 11-yard line.
Perfect decision by Bundalo. Take what they give you. They're trying to dictate this game here defensively, and Bundalo just has to take the easy decision. And so far, every time he's decided to make the quick throw, it's been successful. Is that one where he tried to force it in that resulted in an interception.
3rd down and 5 in the Ortho Indy red zone. Corner.
Yes.
Pressler, was he in bounds? Touchdown. Knights.
They missed this so much last year. That guy that can high point the football, the big body that go up and get it. Pressler back from the ACL, back in the end zone.
He's 6'4", 220 pounds, the 5th-year senior.
Number 94. That penalty's declined.
Perfect throw. Great job.
And a quick decision by Bundalo.
Yes.
Took that snap, knew right where he was going. 2 men in coverage.
Didn't matter.
And he climbs the ladder and has the touchdown for Marion.
That's a great job by both guys. Just put it where only Pressler can go get it, and that's exactly what he did.
A 94-yard touchdown drive. 13 plays. Pomelion for the extra point. Jack Henninger is the holder.
Really good drive from the Knights.
Only the 2nd time Marion has the football, and they make it count, and Pressler is the difference on this catch.
Yeah, look, just the quick turn your hips and get your shoulders lined up, and a perfect placement on that pass.
And there is nothing that you can do if you're Terrence Nicholson. You're just on the backside, number 2.
Even with the help, yeah, he's just too big. Great job. Love to see that again. I mean, when you have a weapon like that, a guy who's 6'4", he towers over most guys that he's lined up against. Just go put it up there and let him go get it.
Bundalo with his 3rd touchdown pass. There's Pressler. 1 year ago, he tore his ACL. Returned 2 weeks ago in the opener. Had a touchdown in that opener. Worked hard to get back. He was 2nd team all-league in the spring season, that COVID season. They expected big things from him a year ago last fall, but the injury cost him the year.
Yeah, it's just so tough to 2 days before the first game to go down for the whole year. You work so hard, and some guys can get discouraged by that, but he went into rehab and treated like he was playing so he could get back as quick as possible, always knowing it was going to be a full year. Had a good summer, had a good camp. It's still going to take a little bit to come back from that, but so far in the 2 games, he's looked really good.
That's Scott Tamili, the older brother of the quarterback. 2nd team All-American a year ago. Terrific safety and a terrific return man. He'll get the opportunity from his own 4. And Tamili will be stood up and dropped at the 20. And that's where St. Francis will take over. And now they are behind by a touchdown.
Yeah, so that's a great point that you make. So far, you can tell what they want to do. They want to be methodical. They want to run the ball. They want to get first downs. They want to possess the football. Last week against St. Francis, Indiana, 42 minutes of time of possession. This is what they do. But then when you're down, you don't want to stay down, or you don't want to get down by too many scores because it takes you out of that. It's still they can still do what they do, only being down 7. But you got to be more careful now.
They drove the ball last time. They had it all the way down to the 6. Tried a quick snap quarterback sneak on 4th and 1, failed to get it. Marion responds with the 94-yard touchdown drive. Tamili trying to get to the corner. Blue jerseys will string him out. He will lose 4 on the play.
Great job. Great job by Marion, especially.
You got the redshirt junior, T.Y. Thomas, finishing it up. But so many guys stretched him out, especially beginning on that right end with Dion Pettiford, the defensive end.
Yeah, and we haven't called his name a lot. He had a really big debut in that first game, was active, had a lot of tackles, a few tackles behind the line of scrimmage, so finally making his name known here today.
This appears to be the Lowe's play on the far sideline. They hold up 3 signs.
Yeah.
So remember that one. Tamili, quarterback draw, and he'll just pick up 2.
And you're obviously not going to get the 9-sack performance you had in week 1 with a guy who's mostly going to be running the ball, but they still have early on given up some seams. That was a nice job there by collapsing that pocket and getting the tackle.
Here's a 3rd down to 13, and this is not exactly the spot that St. Francis wants to be in.
Not at all.
Marion up 7-0. So we've got a flash, yield, and Lowe's. Does Lowe's mean a counter play? Is it hardware?
Well, I think the order, too, they try to switch it up and all that stuff.
Oh, a high snap. That throws off the communication. Pettiford is there to come up and make that grab. And was that Pettiford? That is Pettiford, number 5. He's there to also make it, and Majors is there. High snap throws off the timing.
Yeah, throws off the timing, and you mentioned it before. They do not want to be in these 3rd and long situations. This is not a 5-step drop, throw it down the field team. So they go with the run again, and it's just collapsed right away. The high snap throws off the timing, and result is you got to punt it away.
Mayday, the field goal kicker and the punter.
What a name.
Punted 7 times last week. Oh, they come after it. Off the side of the foot. Stevens just has to let it bounce, and that's a terrific bounce.
Yeah, nice bounce.
For St. Francis. I want to tell you a little bit about First Onsite. They are formerly More Restoration. First Onsite is here to help power you through whatever comes your way, from fire and flood to catastrophic storms or biohazards. They have the team, technology, and resources to help you restore, rebuild, and rise. Go Knights. Well, tonight we're on Comcast 81, brought to you by the ISC Sports Network. Once again, they're delivering all home Marion games this season. Tune in live, watch the replays on iscsportsnetwork.com. And starting next week, the first of 3 road games can be heard on 107.5 The Fan. We'll be on the air next Saturday, 2:05 against Missouri Baptist. Bundelow throws a rope over the middle, caught by Ben Stevens. He's down inside St. Francis territory, down to the 48. Great throw.
Yeah, it starts with the protection just all day for Bundelow. Everyone's blocked up, no pressure whatsoever. He could make a sandwich back there before he throws the ball. Able to give Stevens time over the middle, delivers an accurate ball. I mean, look at that pocket. I mean, I think I could complete a pass in that pocket.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
I like
check down?
I like where your head's at, though. I like that. Check. Is there a guy in the flat? First down and 10. Boy, Bundelow looks sharp. He's responded after that interception on his first drive.
Oh.
Shovel pass, and it's going to be complete, but not for much. Clapping his hands out there, knowing he made the play, is Nick Franciscovich, and he wraps up Christian Hunter, the transfer from Colorado State.
I love that stuff. Just a little pitch forward, just an unconventional type of delivery. Think of the old days, Brett Favre, now Mahomes, kind of. Whatever you got to do to get that completion.
You lose 2, 2nd down and 12. Hebler back in the backfield. Sweep.
A little holding there on Marion, not called.
No gain.
Tight ends are having a tough time so far today, reaching their guys. They're getting a lot of guys crossing their face. And again, with this 3-man front, you're never going to have a guy come straight at you. You're going to have guys taking angles, trying to hit the opposite gap, and then the linebacker will come to the gap that the defensive line is not going to. There's so much misdirection, and the timing can be off. It's a tough scheme to block against.
3rd down and 13. You know, you've talked about you playing an offensive guard position. When you play those 3-4s, there's no one on head up on you.
Right.
You don't hit anybody for maybe your 2nd step, and that's a big adjustment.
Yeah, it is.
Marion needs 13. Hebler's going to have to get it all on his own.
Oh.
And he will be short of the sticks by a couple of yards.
Good effort and good decision again. Take what they give you, even though it's 3rd and long. You don't want to force it. You can tell after the interception, he's not going to make that mistake again. Hebler right there in the flat, dump it off to him, and he gave it quite an effort. He got pretty close.
Picked up 7, actually picked up 8.
Yeah, I got knocked out a little earlier than I initially thought.
So now Marion will turn it to Taylor Soper. 2 punts in week 1.
This guy lived in the coffin corner 2 seasons ago.
Oh, and Marion is back there. You got to keep it in. How about that?
That is excellent.
Excellent play, Danny Lewis.
Love a good special team play for the brand.
Excellent play by Marion. and St. Francis will be backed up. We'll take a timeout. 7:52 to play. How about that special teams effort? Marion on top on Comcast 81.
Does your school offer high-quality education? Does it offer virtual or hybrid options? Marian University Preparatory School educates students in a safe, faith-based environment focused on college and career exploration. Here at Marian University Preparatory School, we empower parents and help students to master what they love and learn as they live. We are now enrolling students in grades 6 through 9 this fall. Full financial aid packages are still available. Act now to make MU Prep your school for 2022.
Marion leading 7-0. It'll be second down for St. Francis, the Fighting Saints out of Joliet. Started the year ranked 25th in the country, but a loss dropped them out of the top 25. Second down and 4 yields nothing.
Yeah, and so far when they go quick, it's not working. They're just, it's not the same look that they're getting when they take their time. I'm not sure what made them want to try to make that adjustment.
So third down and 3.
But they're back where they want to be in those third and shorter situations.
Yes.
Going forward, not backwards, obviously in football is a lot better.
They were 6 of 18 on third down last week. Tamili has one that he can handle here. He sends a man in motion. That's Jordan. Tamili has to roll out. Throws on the run. Nice catch.
Very nice.
Really good job to shield his body between himself and the defender. The grab has made a first down catch, the first of the year for Jason Hartsfield.
Yeah, nice job by Logan Blake playing that quarterback spot, not going to let Tumulty get the first down with his legs on the run, delivered it really accurately. That's a tough throw and catch.
That is just beyond the reach of Dom Small. Gain 6.
That is not an easy throw.
Third down conversion is good. First down and 10. A good run on first down.
And you notice every time that they are handing it off to the traditional run, Tumulty's pulling it on the fake pulling it and giving that look that he might keep it. We haven't really seen it too many times yet. That's, again, back to Marion staying disciplined. You got to make sure that you're playing that outside contain and not letting Tumulty get outside when he does decide to keep it.
Second down and 3.
There it is. There's the keeper.
And it's a first down.
Nice read by Tumulty. He's managing this game really well so far. And, man, we are flying. There's 5 minutes left in the second already.
Well, last week it was stunning to see the result with the Cougars of St. Francis beating the Saints of St. Francis 52-14. When you have the ball for 42 minutes and you scored your 14 points in the second half.
Right.
First down and 10 from the 32. Content to let that clock run. Tumulty pulls it back. Nice catch by Liam Eldridge to come back for the ball. And that's a man right there who has had his career adjusted with this new quarterback. Number 9 in the spring of 21. He led them with 43 catches and nearly 500 yards. That is now his 22nd catch in the last 11 games.
And that was in 6 games in that shortened season.
He has a knee brace. That might have played a role in it, but now you've become more of a run-oriented quarterback than a pass-oriented quarterback for St. Francis. 36-yard line after the gain of 4. Oh, nice job to hand it off. We're just right at the sticks. It'll be a yard short for McLaurin.
Yeah, I just love their scheme on offense. You have these guys coming in motion, faking the jet sweeps, a lot of counters, a lot of different misdirection type of things. When you run so many times, if you're just turning around and handing it off, the defense is going to get used to that pretty quick. So to have different looks and then you end up going with the jet sweep later on, that's when you catch the defense off guard.
Third down and 1. Tumulty. The quarterback awaits. Gives it off to his man, and Marion is there. And they will try and hold him short of the sticks, and I think they did.
Yeah, they did. Short yardage defense today has been huge.
Jake Paris got in there first and then did all he could to hold him up before his teammates came in.
And when you're playing a team like this, where you're not going to have a lot of possessions, it's going to be a field advantage type of game, field position type of game, excuse me. And when you get into these short yardage situations, you have to win. And so far, Marion has been doing that.
Well, the analytics crowd will love this decision. 4th and 2 from your own 40.
Well, they kind of bullied the coach from the Chargers. He's not going for it as much as he used to.
And St. Francis will use their second timeout.
Yeah, talk about it. You got time. You don't necessarily want to put it on the 40, but you want points too. So.
All right, while they talk about it, let's tell you a little bit about Tom O'Brien, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. If saving money is important to you, visit Tom O'Brien Jeep Dodge Ram, a proud sponsor of Marion Athletics. Tom O'Brien is Indy's preferred Jeep dealer, 2 locations, and the biggest Jeep inventory in Indiana. To show our support, Tom O'Brien will donate, here you go, $200 to Marion for every car any student, parent, employee, or friend of Marion buys when you mention this promo. That covers everyone that's listening to this promo, by the way. Go Knights, and go to Tom O'Brien and see how our family works for you since 1933. Great crowd tonight, under the lights. You know what they say at Marion in those night games.
What do they say?
Who comes out at night?
Yeah, that's right. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
And pumped to get back on the radio, too. It's been a while since we've been on the radio next week.
So they will punt. Mayday will come out. So they will not go for it. Marion doesn't seem real convinced, though, that they're going to punt.
Yeah,
Stevens is back deep at the 25. That's a safe punt.
Punt safe for sure.
Low snap. Better get rid of that one, son.
Yeah.
Oh, man. A Graves wedge. Lands at the 40 and out at
Never
the 35.
gets old.
It doesn't.
It never
And now that you're back in town, we'll be able to get
That's
on and
right.
hit some sticks.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
And the Marion offense will now go to work. As Zach mentioned, we will be on the road next week. You can actually hear Marion football. Road games have returned for the first time since that national championship run in the fall of 19. We will be in the suburbs of St. Louis taking on Missouri Baptist, the Spartans. That's a 2:05 kick on 107.5 FM, The Fan. 3 road games on the radio this year. That's going to be a blast.
It'll be fun. And you mentioned that 19 season. Feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it, with COVID
really
and everything?
Marion lost in the national championship to Morningside. First down and 10. It's been a lot of Hebler.
Yeah, haven't seen much Hunter.
He's been the only one to carry the ball. Hunter had it on the shovel pass.
And Gibson, the third guy on the depth chart, was
Yes.
MSFA East Player of the Week 2 weeks ago.
How about that?
Haven't seen him yet. 146 yards, couple touchdowns. Great performance.
Bundalo has started this game 11 of 12. He has a touchdown and a pick. Hebler bouncing it outside. Makes a man miss, has the first down out to the 47-yard line. Nice run.
Yeah, he looks spry. He really does. He's running the ball really nicely.
Well, he only had 5 attempts in week 1.
Right, exactly.
He happened to find the end zone on 2 of those 5 carries.
That's efficiency. Yeah, nice move. I love his shiftiness.
Hebler now with 41 yards rushing. He is now 49 yards away from 1,000 yards in his career. He is a sophomore, a true sophomore. Bundalo over the middle. It's caught. An excellent throw right there on the mark to Ben Stevens in front of Nicholson.
That's a beautiful throw. I mean, just really delivering it really nicely. Besides that one time, the interception that he forced it in, he has made so many good decisions. Really accurate with the football. Great route from Ben Stevens. Nice job.
The only incompletion mark is that INT right now for Bundalo. Screen. Stevens. 30, and then he is wrapped up there just short of the sticks. Good tackle by Tamili.
Love a good wide receiver screen. As offensive lineman, you're able to get out there and hit a guy that's about half your size. Totally different ball game than blocking those big fellas in the middle.
You know, in watching the NFL, there were a couple of calls, and even the college game, of on those screens of the secondary going down on the knees for offensive linemen. Ooh. That is now Now a call they'll make.
Yes.
It'll be illegal blocking down low on the defense.
Yeah, player safety. And also, notice the
Timeout.
the shells that they were wearing in training camp already significantly less concussions so far in the NFL season. Player safety is definitely so important nowadays, and they have a lot of good ways of helping guys out.
Joining the M Club here at Marion is the absolute best way to support our student athletes. Being an M Club member gains you access to tailgating, the hospitality tent known as the Champions Zone, season tickets, and more. For more information, visit marion.edu/mclub and grab a Pepsi and some friends and get in the game. Pepsi is a proud partner of the Marion University Knights. Timeout called by Coach Mark Henniger and the Knights as they are driving with 1:11 to play before halftime.
Yeah,
It's only the fourth time they've touched the football.
Yeah, and that's what makes the possession so much more important. And you're in that you're plenty of time. You're in the green zone area inside the 30. You definitely want to try to get back in the end zone here.
Full house on hand, 3rd and 1 from the 38. You know, you have these 6:05 kickoffs, and people show up.
Yeah,
Tailgate, parking lot, fans in the stands. This is a great time to have these games, especially here in September. Pull it back from Hebler. There is the first down catch by Stevens.
Oh.
Stiff arm. He stayed in bounds, and eventually
nasty stiff arm from Ben Stevens. My goodness. He said, weight room. Look at this. Oh, man. That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
gain of 11, first down inside the Ortho Indy red zone. Bundalo looking right, fires, and a second touchdown of the day, just shy for Pressler.
Oh. Well, he got out of bounds, but man, I thought he might have got over that. But again, another great pass from Bundalo. He is on the mark today.
That is right at the pylon. 16-yard completion to that young man right there. Pressler already with a touchdown, just inches away. That football is right on the line.
He's putting it where he wants it.
Hebler behind his quarterback. He'll move Pressler in motion. Hebler.
Oh, yeah.
And there is the touchdown. Baron Hebler finds Paydirt, and Marion has their second touchdown of the night.
It's just perfect. It's just perfect. You get the ball back with 3 minutes just inside of your own territory, short of the 50, and you just drive it right down the field. A couple nice passes, a couple nice runs, and you finish it off to get that 2-score lead going into halftime against a run-first team.
That is an 8-play drive that covers 65 yards. Marion took over with 3:06 to play, and there's 33 seconds remaining on the clock here before halftime.
Perfect.
Pomeli on for the extra point. Henniger the hold. Snap, hold, kick, and Marion now leads it 14-0. Terrific drive, and this is a sharp quarterback in Zach Bundalo right now.
I mean, he's on it. He is on it. And I know I could mention the interception a few times, but it's his only mistake today. He is really delivering the football well, and every time he makes the right decision. You know, you see your open guy and you hit him. He's been very accurate. The touchdown pass to Pressler and the one that was just shy were great, both great balls. Finding his playmaker, Ben Stevens. He's just sharp today. He's really good.
It has not been easy.
Yeah.
Hebler has 14 carries for 42 yards.
Right.
And it has been tough sledding right now on the ground, but Marion has managed to take that 2-touchdown lead.
Brandon Dillon coming across the screen.
Is that who that was there?
Yeah,
it is. Brandon Dillon walked by in the black shirt, most recently with the Saints in training camp.
He's with the Jets and then the Saints.
Yep.
Yeah, got to let go, though.
And then his younger brother, Darren, on that offensive line.
It's tough, man. 53 guys on each roster. It is very tough to stick around the NFL. And 3 of those are kicker, punter, holder, you know? It's tough.
Pomeli sends it back. Tamili will take it. flag comes in, and Tamili will be knocked out of bounds at the 31, but St. Francis is likely going to have this one.
Yeah, not a team
back.
with a 27-second offense either, so if they get it brought back way behind, just kind of probably run it out, get into halftime.
Well, and Marion and head coach Mark Henniger did defer, so they will receive that second half kick tonight.
We've talked about it a few times, those limited possessions. You got to make sure that you capitalize.
During the return.
And Marion has done a good job.
Well, the good news for his parents that the crowd mic went out. Although I can't read the lips. The holding penalty was on number 21. Marion leading by 2 scores, and look at, instead of it having out the 31, look where we are. And,
exactly.
And when you show the replays, oftentimes you'll watch a game and they'll show you the holding penalty. They rarely impact the actual return.
Yeah.
It'll be away from the ball, or it'll happen once the runner is past somebody.
Yeah, and there's been a few times so far today that St. Francis has really hurt themselves. You had the late guy coming out before the field goal unit. You had a couple of untimely penalties that really set you back a little bit, and as well as they have been able to drive the ball on certain drives, to shoot yourself in the foot, you just can't do it on the road.
Tamili just hands it off.
Unfortunately, you have to play near perfect when you're playing a top 5 team on the road.
You
just have to be everyone has to be where they need to be and when they need to be there, and everything has to be clicking. And there's just been a few mistakes here and there that really cost the Saints.
No gain on the handoff to Williams, and we will just go into halftime. Terrific half by Marion in that defense. There's the defensive coordinator, Tyler Stidd, saying, get on in there. They had a huge goal line stand, and Marion responded with a 94-yard touchdown drive to take the lead, and Mark Henniger's squad ranked 5th in the country. It has not been as easy as it was week 1, but they lead here at the half. Marion on top of St. Francis. 14-0. You're watching Knights football tonight on Comcast 81.
Own a home? Here's a tip. Don't dump your garbage in the street. Neighbors get fussy about that sort of thing. Instead, count on Ray's Trash to haul it away. Ray's can supply 96-gallon waste and recycling bins that'll make you the envy of the cul-de-sac. And when you need a roll-off container for that big job, guess who's going to be there for you? That's right, Ray's. Your filth needs a place of its own. Ray's Trash will move it there. You know where to go.
Ray'sTrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Kate. She has a lot to juggle. Family, work, it can lead to trying days and tired nights. But we know Kate, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know at some point her space at a premium life may change. IMCU is here to help Kate and you find your space. Now, add on or remodel with an introductory rate of 1.9% APR on a home equity line of credit. Today, it's all about Kate. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
What's better than 100 pieces of pepperoni? How about 150 pieces of Donato's crispy pepperoni? Yup, the Pep 150 is back with more of what you love, piled edge to edge on that golden thin crust. It's pepperoni topped with pepperoni and more bang for your pepperoni buck. Now get a large Pep 150 for just $1 more than a large pepperoni pizza. Donato's, every piece is important.
Marion University is like a home to me. Campus is where I made friends that I know will last a lifetime.
Academics, sports, or arts, Marion's got something for you.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
I'm a huge sports fan. Living in Indy, I've got the Knights, the Colts, and the Pacers.
Applying was so fast and easy.
I went to Marion for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marion University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marion.edu.
Well, the fans have a lot to cheer about on that first half. Marion football, ranked 5th in the country, hosting St. Francis, the Fighting Saints, just outside of the top 25 for this Week 2 showdown between these teams. I'm Scott McCauley, along with Zach Graves. It was not easy, but I'll say this. Zach Bundelow was sharp. The defense pushed around very early, but they've responded. You can see why Marion is so well thought of and highly ranked year after year. They responded after having St. Francis push on them a little bit.
Yeah, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit in the first half. Coming off a bye week to start the season is a tough adjustment. You got to get yourself revved back up again, and you can see a little bit of a slow start for Marion, but St. Francis was just executing their game plan. This is a team that wants to drag you out and possess the ball and pick up first downs with the run and all that stuff. So it took Marion a minute to kind of like adjust, and then they answered really well in that second quarter.
Well, this is a Mid-States West matchup against the East. St. Francis last year ended up tied for first on the west side. Again, they just missed an opportunity at the playoffs while Marion is on the east side. A lot of crossover games here today, and a stunner from Chicago. Roosevelt, formerly Robert Morris, they upset Concordia 28-20. Concordia.
0-2.
No, now 1 and 2.
That's right.
But they were ranked 7th in the country.
Yeah.
They are going to fall. And
one.
Roosevelt had just snuck into the rankings. Actually, they were receiving votes. They'll now move into the top 25.
Yeah.
And Concordia loses. Kind of a stutter and a slow start for Concordia, who is picked to win the east side of the division.
Right, and you know, Roosevelt's another team that we kind of talk about all the time, like Olivet Nazarene, Siena Heights, who's always like right there, but can't quite get, you know, over the hump into the playoffs. So they're always tough. So yeah, that's a big one there for the West versus East.
Siena Heights lost a tough one today. They were on the road at St. X, another West and East crossover game. St. X won 24-21. Indiana Wesleyan, they defeated Olivet Nazarene earlier today. 34-26 was the final. Right now underway, St. Francis, who jumped up to number 20 in the polls, the Cougars out of Fort Wayne, they're playing right now at home against Judson. Taylor is hosting Trinity International in a crossover game. Lawrence Tech, they defeated St. Ambrose today 36-30. And okay, exactly what do we make of this game, Zach? Week 1, Marion beats Madonna 86-0.
Yeah.
Marion's next opponent is Missouri Baptist. Missouri Baptist beat Madonna today at home in overtime 44-37.
Yeah.
I will say this. Good for Madonna.
Yes.
To get whooped.
To answer.
And then to come back and respond.
Right.
Congrats to their coaching staff. Congrats to those kids to fight like that. But for MoBap to struggle in overtime.
Congratulate them on a loss.
I did. I gave him a ribbon. I did. I gave him the short trophy.
You did.
I gave him the short. I gave him a good game, Pat.
You did.
And I said, proud of you, nice try. But you're still winless.
That's okay.
But
I like where your head's at.
But MoBap goes to overtime to beat Madonna.
Right.
I mean, that's not a great sign for a program that's been around for a while.
It's just tough for those teams that are in the East and have, you know, aren't you know, they're on the opposite side of the standings. They're towards the bottom because there's just some monsters in the MSFA.
Well, Concordia is not the only top 25 team to lose today. Also losing was number 11 Baker.
Yeah,
so they fall to
2-2
on the season. And when you look at postseason play, 2 losses all but eliminates you at times from the playoffs.
Right. And early on, you know, we're still so early.
Yeah.
But you kind of look at the box scores, and it seems like Morningside and Grandview are just kind of like, you know, really up there this year, and there's other teams that have kind of fallen off. So.
Yeah, right now you look at the top 5. Morningside received all 19 first-place votes. Grandview, they were a winner. Look, where they are in the heart of the North Conference, you expect them to run the table. It's just going to be a matter of facing them in the semis and the playoffs. Lindsey Wilson, they are 2-0 in the Mid-South. You have Northwestern, who's 1-1. I'm a little surprised Northwestern remained ranked ahead of Marion, although they did eliminate Marion last year in the playoffs.
That and playing Morningside, I mean, it makes sense.
And it was a good game that those two teams played. And then Marion checks in at number 5 overall. And that 5th-ranked team in the country, they have a 2-touchdown lead over St. Francis as the Marion Band. What a terrific night, weather-wise.
Beautiful evening.
football-wise, the fans. We're just going to let them play for a little bit. And then Zach and I will be back with more here at the half on Comcast 81.
This is the Pepsi for America's best barbecue. Worthy of 100-mile detours and 1,000 likes. Looks good. This is the Pepsi for mopping, dipping, and dousing. Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you. This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
I've always liked Indianapolis. I've been interested in the bigger city life. The community and everything fell into place.
With my degree, I plan on becoming a pediatric nurse. Indianapolis has several hospitals and different options to choose from as to where I should go.
I chose Indianapolis because I love the Pacers, I love the Colts, and this is a basketball city. I just wanted to stay in the city, play in front of my friends and family, and try to give Marion my best.
Who's got time for hot dogs and disco music? Your mind's cluttered with thoughts of commercial waste removal. So thank the good Lord above for Ray's Trash. Ray's will collect the intolerable rubbish at all your company's locations up to 6 times a week. That's 42 times in dog weeks. They shred documents and recycle too. And Ray's has roll-off containers for big loads, like construction waste or when your giant dies. Got a business? Get yourself to raystrash.com.
raystrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Zach. Day and night, rain or shine, even just out for a spin, Zach gets around. But we know Zach, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he's been saving up to trade up. IMCU is here to help Zach and you drive your dream. Now get financing as low as 2.99% APR on a new or used vehicle. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you. Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you.
Here's a look at our first half statistics. Look at the rushing yards.
A little surprising. Usually Marion's a lot more.
Yeah, Marion, last year against St. Francis, I wrote this down. Where can I grab it? They ran for 296 yards last year in Joliet, did Marion. Just 38 yards here. However, 147 through the air. Zach Bundelow, 1 incompletion.
Hey, it looks good. It looks good today.
15 of 16. That incompletion was a pick. He did throw for 277 a year ago against this team. Time of possession's actually equaled out. Marion's done a really nice job of coming back in that department.
Closer than I thought.
Passing yards, that's kind of the story for St. Francis. It is a run-first, quarterback-driven team. And the one turnover, Marion had it. They threw the interception, but there was a missed field goal from 43 yards out for St. Francis and a turnover on downs at the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
So although they didn't give the football away, they did give it away on downs, and then Marion answered with that long drive to put points on the board. But 14-zip, it's a really good first half, physical first half.
Yes.
You talked about how it was a battle of the lines, and with that attrition, Marion was able to come away with that first half.
Yeah, and I like St. Francis to maybe open up the playbook a little more, start handing off those kind of fake misdirection, jet sweep type stuff that they did in the first half, and try to get some bigger plays going offensively. But they are doing a really good job of driving the ball down the field, possessing the ball, staying on schedule. We always talk about not getting behind the sticks, and when they do, that's when they have to punt away. So you don't want to make too many adjustments because they played pretty well, but they just need some points, obviously.
Let's take a look at some of those first half highlights. And you're right, early going, it was a good physical football game.
Yeah, up front, really nice job by St. Francis, Illinois, winning the line of scrimmage more often than not.
And Baron Hebler, he had some runs, but that's about the longest one of the day, 8 to 9 yards.
Yep.
Marion has not been popping off the big ones, and this was a good drive. C.J. Young came up with some really big plays. And then you have a 6'4" wide receiver in Pressler. Just go out there and get that
He's
football.
a weapon. He is a weapon that you must utilize, and that's exactly what they did.
You can see the officials come together and say, touchdown. That put Marion on the board. That was a 94-yard drive. They got the football after the defense made the big stop.
Look at that pocket.
But Bundalo was so sharp.
Yeah, he was, and it started up front because a lot of times St. Francis is dropping 8 and only rushing 3, and if it's blocked up, well, Bundy can take his time and deliver the football.
There's a pass to Ben Stevens. Another pass to Pressler put them right on the doorstep, and Hebler powered it in. That was with 33 seconds remaining in the first half, and Marion has the lead by 2 scores.
Yeah,
look at that push.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
It's just beautiful.
You know, and even when you're being hit by a linebacker, his shoulders are turned.
Right.
As Hebler drives it in. So a good half of football from Marion on a good physical game. You mentioned that St. Francis maybe needs to hand that ball off a little bit more, maybe work a little bit more with getting Tamili even out. He can be a magician with that football. It's just, will he make those right reads enough times against this Marion defense?
Yeah, maybe even tossing a screen or something. Just try to get these guys in space. They're kind of really convoluted right there in the middle.
How does Marion get the run game going?
I think they just stay the course, do what they're doing. They'll have one pop off. I was a little surprised to see so much of Hebler. Usually it's 2 drives and then 2 drives and you switch guys. And we really only saw Hunter for 1 drive and he had 1 catch for negative yards. So a little bit surprising because Hunter looked really good in his debut a couple weeks ago. And him and Hebler complement each other so well. Maybe throw in Hunter a little more in the second half.
You know, we just saw the shot of the airplanes here. What's so much fun about being on this campus on the west side is the airplanes that you see and they hear. Yeah. You're so close to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
You can be over here on campus, walking to classes, at your sports practice. You can hear action. I mean, this is a great spot here on the west side. And this campus, if you have not yet been to a game this season, come check out Marion. They have plenty of home games on the schedule. October 1st against Taylor. A big one on October 8th. That will be a 6:05 kick against Indiana Wesleyan, and they'll celebrate 15 years of Marion football that night.
Yeah, a lot of alumni have shown interest in coming. We got the RSVP list pretty filled out. We should see so many old faces and guys who made plays at this university for a long time. I'm really, really excited about the October 8th, getting these guys all back out. 15 years, can't believe it.
This campus will not be recognizable if they have not been back in those 15 years.
We're a long way away from practicing at the Velodrome. That is no longer the case.
Yeah, this is now the home of a 2-time national championship football program. And the 5th-ranked Knights lead here at the half, 14-0. Zach and I'll take our last time out. We'll come back, kick off the 3rd quarter. Marion receives the football against St. Francis. You're watching Knights football tonight on Comcast 81.
Who's got time for hot dogs and disco music? Your mind's cluttered with thoughts of commercial waste removal. So thank the good Lord above for Ray's Trash. Ray's will collect the intolerable rubbish at all your company's locations up to 6 times a week. That's 42 times in dog weeks. They shred documents and recycle too. And Ray's has roll-off containers for big loads, like construction waste or when your giant dies. Got a business? Get yourself to raystrash.com.
raystrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
The minute I stepped foot on campus, I didn't want to leave.
Everyone here is about helping you succeed.
It's hard work, but it's totally worth it.
I have so much support from my advisors.
The nursing program is why I chose Marion.
I'm studying to be a teacher.
I'm a business major.
My professors really challenge me, and I know I'll be ready for my career.
A great education is the best thing you could ever do for yourself.
Marion University, an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marion.edu.
I went to Marion for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marion University is like a home to me.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
Marion University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today at marion.edu.
Zach and Scott back here in Indianapolis. Night game. Man, we love that. You get a chance
Love it.
Watch college football under the lights. Marion on top here at the break. Ray's Trash. Seen a couple of their commercials. A proud partner of Marion University. Ray's Trash has been sponsoring Marion Athletics and Marion University for so long here on the west side of Indianapolis. And Indiana Members Credit Union, they're proud to support Marion University, and they offer a Marion University Knights debit card. Card is included when you open up a free IMCU checking account. Get your Marion University Knights debit card today and show your support. Visit any IMCU branch or sign up online now at imcu.com. Marion will hit the road for the first time in this 2022 season. Next Saturday afternoon, 2:05 is the kickoff. You can listen to that exclusively here in the Circle City on 107.5. The Fan. That's a big deal, moving on 107.5.
So excited to be back.
Saturday afternoon, everybody's be driving around.
Yeah, we haven't done a radio. We've been so spoiled up here with the video broadcast and how good ISC does with the camera work and these replays. I'm going to have to switch it up again.
It will be weird.
Back.
It will be weird next Saturday when you say, where's the replay?
It'll take me probably half a quarter to adjust.
Or even for me when they go, here's the snap. No, I need to tell you what's happening.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I got an update for Fort Wayne, St. Francis, Indiana, up on Judson, 27-7 at half.
All right, St. Franny jumping into the polls. Marion is set to receive this second half kickoff.
Yeah, surprise Concordia, man. That's a shocker to start 1-2. That's very surprising. The East is going to be tough. It always is. It always is, but
and Marion will have their say as you look at 3 straight weeks at home against Indiana Wesleyan, on the road at St. Francis, and then Concordia.
Yeah, that's the season right
Marion
there.
will know before Halloween where they stand in terms of the East and probably in all likelihood the playoffs.
Yep.
Mayday puts it away, and Marion makes the catch over the shoulder. He's out. He came out. He went back in. You've got to go. Oh, goodness, and a miscue. Marion will start at the 13-yard line. Lamar Eccles, just for a moment there, just had a little brain freeze.
Yeah, it is, and it happens. But, I mean, we're still in a 2-possession game here. You want to come out in that second half and really, put your foot down and really try to, end this one. And to have a quick mistake and kind of cost yourself some field position. Let's see if they can react from it.
Well, terrific first half for Zach Bundelow. Again, just one incompletion, and that was the INT. Mark Henniger, the head coach, handles the special teams here, kind of talking with the young Eccles, the redshirt freshman from Pike. Bundelow puts it up. Stevens, he'll work on those sidelines. He's still up. Ben Stevens is going to take on this entire defense. Look how much life he has.
Oh, man. Yeah. He's just awesome. He's fun to watch. Came from Danville a few years ago, was coached by former Knights KC and Cody Woods. Was really excited to get this guy to Marion. They kept talking about how good this kid was, and they were not kidding. He's a special playmaker.
He gets you the first down, all with that effort. The fifth-year senior had 1,000 yards receiving right on the nose a year ago. Hebler goes off the right side, carries that one for good gain. That's going to be enough for the first down. He'll gain 11.
And a good start for the Marion offensive line. They're coming off the ball. They're winning that line of scrimmage. They had a tough time in the first half. We mentioned many times. It was quite a battle in the trenches. Good start so far.
That's a 6-yard gain on first down, bringing up 2nd down and 4 from the 29.
Great leadership up there with Darren Dillon. He's been such a good player for so long here.
Yeah, the 5th-year senior center, first team all-league a year ago. And the experience on the outside, Austin Jones, Zach Sibylle.
Both good players. Started as freshmen, so they have time.
Oh, and Hebler's upended. Middle linebacker Michael Whitney got him low.
Yeah, and they came in, the offensive line you were talking about, they came in right after they lost so many guys on that 19 team. And they come in with the COVID season, but they still get that experience without costing themselves a year of eligibility. And now entering their 3rd seasons, you can tell how much that experience has really paid off and how good they're playing right now.
All right, 3rd down and 5. Still Hebler, that primary back. Bundalo gets the call from the sideline. Little pressure, he'll step up on it, and then he'll be hit right at the 30, short of the sticks. And St. Francis holds Marion on their first possession.
It's a big stop, yeah, after getting the break with the field position, and then they give up one first down, but are able to stop them on the next. That's big for St. Francis still. You want to keep this with the way that they possess the ball on offense. You want to give yourself as many possessions as possible in this second half. So only one first down, get the ball back. That is a win for the Saints.
Tamili is back to return. That's the older brother. He does have 2 punt return touchdowns in his career. Soper sends it. Tamili will let it bounce. He just could not get over there. Takes a St. Francis bounce, and it will be down at the 33-yard line.
All right, let's see how they respond here now. I mean, you have a decent field position, and you're down 2 scores, so you really got to have a little bit of more of a sense of urgency here on this drive. They've been good with being slow and methodical, and every time they've switched up to the quicker game, they haven't had much success. So you want to capitalize on all the time that you have.
Only 3 of 4 passing in the first half.
I kind of have the feeling they want to sprinkle in a trick play or something here.
Yeah.
Just get you a big one down the field.
Chauncey Mays wraps up the quarterback, but he's able to fall forward out to the 37-yard line, so a gain of 4.
And one thing we haven't mentioned a whole lot is how inaccurate these snaps have been. Because they're all so high, it throws off the timing. So they might not even be able to run that jet sweep because the receiver on his sweep motion is already past the quarterback by the time he brings the ball back down. So got to get those snaps down to help the timing of everything.
Yeah, and this center and quarterback played at the same high school.
Right. So he's listed at 5'10".
He's had that view for many years.
Right. Program 5'10".
Yeah. 5'10", 185 is this sophomore quarterback.
So yeah, it's been above his helmet the entire afternoon. It just, you can't even give a solid fake. The linebackers aren't fooled. They know it's not going to the jet sweep, so then they can work their way back into the box and are able to get those stops in the middle.
All right, now let's see here what St. Francis can do. It's 3rd down and 6. Just going to have the single back. I mean, 3rd and 6 is a lot of yards to try and cover against this defense if you're just going to try and do a zone read.
Right, and they don't like going 10 personnel with these 4 receivers. They rather keep it tight.
Protection holds up. Tamili just retreats. Pettiford knocks him as he throws it out of bounds. That defense got some pressure.
Yeah, it was.
I thought Tamili kind of rolled out a little early.
A little bit, but also kind of got away with one. Chauncey Mays, a little bit of hands to the face on his pressure. It's a tough call to pick up. It happens to linemen all the time. It never happens. Never gets called, excuse me. But that helped a lot for Mays on his pass rush. But you're right. I think Tumulty kind of bailed a little bit early, but that's his instinct. He's a runner.
And again, as we talked about, listed at 5'10", he might have to bail.
Right.
Mayday. They're coming after him again. That's off the side of his foot.
They're so close.
They really are.
And he can feel that. That's why he shanked.
I tell you what, and there is a great shot there of Mark Henniger on the sideline. Cannot believe they didn't get it.
Yeah.
He had his hands up saying, how did you not get that? And on the other sideline, Joe Curry is yelling at his team and saying, don't let them get there.
Right. Yeah, that's just too close for comfort there.
It's almost as if you were by it.
Yeah. You see that so often, you know? It's like guys are like right there and they don't block it. I used to hate, I was on that shield. It's just the worst. You got guys just flying at you and you got to make sure they don't get to the punter. I hated it.
Punt team was not your favorite?
No.
First down and 10. Bundalo takes it back. That catch is made.
It's there all day. It has been there all day long. And that's why he's only missed one completion. Like his receivers are just open.
Pressler makes the catch.
Just easy reads for Bundy all day. But it's because St. Francis is keeping so many guys in the box, trying to stop the run, which they've done a pretty good job at, but it gives one-on-ones across the whole field.
Hebler up the middle and takes a shot. He hit his own man, Byerly, and then coming up.
Did you see the hump?
From the
got a nice little grab there. Yeah, that's some contact. We've had some good hits today.
This is coming downhill from their secondary.
Oh, wow. Byerly took all of that.
Boy, that's Tamili, number one, coming down from that safety position. Wow.
He was like, I don't care what color jersey you're wearing. I'm running you over.
Line of scrimmage is the 37.
I missed the false start. Oh, again. He's just running. He's running everybody
Just
over.
hit Stevens that time.
He did. He's like, shouldn't have been in my way.
He was like, I need to break one.
Right.
I mean, it's not been easy going here. That's his 18th carry on the day.
Yeah, he's fighting for it.
And he has 18th carry, just 58 yards.
Yeah. A little unusual for Marion for sure.
Marion's only averaging 2.9 a run.
Yeah, usually they're closer to 4.
But it's a first down. And again,
just
go. Pounding it up 2 yards down to the 30.
And for St. Francis that time, they were able to do that quick slant. It's so hard against that front three when they run a 3-man front. The guy will just go so quick to that gap that you're already moving. Say you're moving left and they go opposite of you. It's so hard to adjust on the fly and get a good piece of him. And that time, St. Francis won. Oh, hold. Bad hold.
Bundalo just couldn't hit his man. That's his first real incompletion. That's the first time a ball he has thrown has hit the turf.
Yeah, and Sibler just tackles this guy out there on the right side. But there's been a couple holds and hands to the face and things that just have not been called.
Yeah, that's extremely frustrating. You know, when you're in that defense.
Right.
You know, when you're only down by 2 scores, you're going up against the 5th-ranked team in the country. On the road, here's a 3rd down and 9.
And there's some crews that are very sensitive to it and will be looking for those things, and there's other officiating crews who just really don't look for those. So you got to bring it to their attention like, hey, I just got held. Can you look for it?
Bundalo on 3rd and 9. Little pressure pocket, and he ends up dumping it off. Good pressure coming through that time from the defense.
Yeah, Cameron Holman, just a great move, able to swim the right guard and get directly in Bundalo's face, really created that incompletion.
Yeah,
there.
Michael Johnson,
really
who's
nice
the man
job
on the D-line next to him, 2nd team All-League West a year ago.
Love a good swing.
Marion is going to go for this on 4th down and 9.
Love a good swim move. That was a really nice pass rush.
The Knights were 9 of 19 on 4th down a season ago. Bundalo needing 9. He's hit as he throws and air mails Stevens, and Bundalo is slow to get up.
Yeah, and you see the difference, Scott. He was so clean in the first half. Had all day to make these throws. Now you get a little bit of pressure. You take a good hit, gets in your head a little bit, and then he sails the ball after a couple incomplete passes.
And Bundalo limps off the field.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's not good.
So incomplete. And the turnover on downs.
Almost collapsed the table there, too. But you see just a little bit of pressure, and then you have an incomplete pass. He was so accurate in the first half because he was kept clean. There was nobody in his face, no kind of pressure, very open pocket. Now he's got people in his face, and it results in 3 incomplete passes in a row.
So now they'll look at Bundelow on the sideline as he was hit on that 4th down incompletion. So it's the St. Francis defense that forces the turnover on downs.
There you go. Much better timing.
Into the flat, and it's
see, and that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see them get guys in space there, and you don't hold on to the football. It's inexcusable.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity by James Gillinger.
Yeah, you got to catch that. Like that's where you got to start spreading this Marion deep. There's going to be nothing in the middle if there's no threat outside.
Now, when we saw that replay, it looked like the player, his own player, might have rolled into him on there, and they're taping up that ankle for Bundelow.
Yeah, that's where it gets ugly, where there's bodies flying around the quarterback's feet and ankles.
He has that headset on, talking to offensive coordinator Andy Mitchell. Hand off, and you'll cross the 30-yard line. It's going to be no gain.
And you see, again, I know I've talked about it a lot, but because of those snaps, you see that Tumulty's having to jump because he thinks it's going to be high. So now he's not even trusting the snap, and it just, even though if it's a half a second, Scott, it throws off everything when you have an offense like this. And it's cost them. Now they're in 3rd and long again.
Just saw a cool shot of the back of the helmets for Marion. They have the Indianapolis skyline on the back of the helmets. 3rd down and 10.
10 personnel again.
And it might have had a jump.
You can't contact those, so they blow it dead.
So they're going to have the infraction on Tyler Majors, so it'll be 3rd down and 5.
A little, quite the celebration when you don't have a 1st down yet, guy.
How about that? That's Austin Sorgi.
Sorgi.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, I think he might have thought it wasn't 3rd and 10, and he's given the 1st down, but whatever.
Yep. All right.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Oh, 3rd down?
Wait.
Man.
Hold on. All right.
I had a different thing in my head there, but whatever.
He's excited. First big road game in his college career.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he earned a starting spot as a freshman.
That's really good.
Good on him.
It's a team a year ago that went 6-3. That was their most wins since 2015 against St. Francis, just on the outside of that football conversation, of the playoff conversation. Ended up tied for 1st in the West, but didn't make the playoffs. Tamili on 3rd and 5.
Nice.
And he's got a 1st down and then out towards midfield. The catch is made by Hartsfield. That's his 2nd reception of the game.
Exactly what we want to see. We want to get the ball outside there. Nice route run, a little on the run, good delivery. Get a 1st down. Get yourself going.
It's only a 2-touchdown game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
1st down at midfield. Tamili will keep it.
There you go. See how it opens up a little more now?
Well, he's hit hard.
Yeah, good pursuit by Marion.
Yeah, just really nowhere truly for him to go.
Yeah, that was very good pursuit. Logan Blake.
And then Danny Lewis is coming up hard from the secondary.
Yeah.
And he didn't even fall forward.
Yeah, nice job by Nate Frey as well to keep him from going where he wanted to go. Nice job by Marion.
And that is a tough 1-yard gain. As I mentioned, 6 wins a year ago under Joe Curry, 2-time West Coach of the Year. He did it in 15 and 21. Coach Curry gets 6 wins, and he's typically the Coach of the Year on the West side.
Oh,
Tamili brought down.
Yes, I love a good time nickel blitz. That
Trevor
was good.
Adler, folks, his 1st career sack.
Oh, I love that. I love a good blitz off the edge from a cornerback or nickelback. In a passing situation, 2nd and long, not even touched. Comes in and gets the sack. Oh, that's good stuff.
You will lose 10 yards.
That is good stuff.
That's the
there.
1st sack for the 5th-year senior out of Lebanon.
And he doesn't even come off the edge. He comes through the B gap right to the quarterback.
He plays that valuable nickel position. So many great players have been playing that nickel position here in that Marion defense. Tamili on 3rd and 19.
Nice.
Down he goes.
Back to back.
Logan Blake, his 1st sack of the season, 10th of his career.
1 1st down, and that's how Marion responds. You'd love to see it. This defense, they have a lot of pride over there.
Yes.
Good to have Blake back as well. Was injured a few years ago.
All right, now they have brought out the backup quarterback, Eric Maffey. Is Maffey the throwing quarterback?
Yeah, you know.
He's a junior.
Down 2 scores, still 5 minutes to go in the third. Not a lot of possessions left. Talked about that before. I like the call.
He did play 8 games in the spring. Oh, and he will be chased. Maffey has to throw on the run. It's complete along the sidelines, out of bounds. You know, Maffey threw for just under 1,000 yards in the spring of 21. That's a tough spot. Come in and roll out on 4th and 20.
Especially after 2 sacks. Marion defense is juiced up. Nothing there. 3 guys back playing a prevent situation. Feet at the sticks. Nobody behind you. And they do a good job of making the stop.
Well, both teams turn it over on downs. It's good looking, Logan Blake. All-American.
Good player, man.
In the spring of 21. Had an injury that cost him nearly all of the fall.
Tri-West High School. Very good player.
Bundalo is out there. He has some tape on that left ankle of his. Marion leading. No score yet in this third quarter. Each team has turned it over on downs.
You know who Logan Blake is? He's a dude.
He is a dude.
He's a dude. Good pass rush.
And they'll bring him down. They have started to get to him.
They are getting there, yes. And kind of like just a rush of it. Like they weren't really getting there. I mean, I talked about how clean that pocket was in the first half. Now they're sending an extra guy or two, and Marion's offensive line has not been able to adjust.
You know, and the game is different when you start to get a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, pin those ears back a little bit. Usually do it with the lead, but when you're down and you have limited possessions, like I mentioned before, you got to get after the quarterback, and they're doing so.
14th career start for Zach Bundalo. He's a redshirt junior, 4th year in the program.
It's when you mix in that middle screen or something like that, throw them off when you got an aggressive defense pass rush.
And now they'll hand it off, and here's the first run of the game. Breaking into the free, nearly getting the first down, Christian Hunter.
Been waiting on it.
Yes. Wow, did he explode?
He did.
For those 16 yards, they'll give him the first down.
I mean, these are 2 RB1s. It's not like you got a 1 and a 2. These are both RB1s, and Hunter has just a little bit of a different style than Hebler, and you see it there.
5'10", 190-pound junior. Spent 2 years at Colorado State. Transferred to Marion.
Boom.
Oh. Hurdles over defenders.
Great pull. Love that pull. Adam Warren. Really good at pull blocks. Had a really good game against Madonna, a couple of pancake blocks.
Now, when you say pull block, what is he doing?
So you're pulling out, you open up your hips, and you're going around the center, try to pick up that linebacker while everyone else blocks down.
Not easy.
No, you got to be athletic.
How many times they call that pull block for you?
More often than you think.
Oh, I like it. Oh, I'm not sure really who that was. There were lots of bodies in that passing lane.
Yeah, a little bit behind. You see, and once he took that he was so accurate. And then once he got hit, and it's kind of in his head a little bit. Now he's been off with the ball.
See, we'll see the view. This is where Pressler is, but there were lots of different guys kind of come into this view.
Yeah, once they see that it's passed, everyone backs back out into their zones.
3rd down and 5 from the 25. Christian Hunter is the running back. High snap, Hunter takes it. First down.
Love it.
And Hunter moves that pile to the 15-yard line.
He's hungry. He's hungry, Scott. He didn't get enough touches in the first half. He's ready to go.
It is so much fun watching him play.
You see it in his eyes. Yeah, it is. I like him a lot. Big fan.
And it's a big change of pace from Hebler to him. And that's what you want with this offense. That's what they can do. They have
absolutely.
They have such a deep running back room here in Marion.
I mean, he wouldn't have been recruited to a D1 school if he didn't know how to run the rock.
Give him 10 yards on that 3rd and 5 run. Inside the Ortho Indy red zone. Hunter looking for the end zone. He's hit. Nice tackle there.
It was.
Logan Johnson, the sophomore from Kankakee.
Yeah, nobody picked him up. You got to stay in front of him and don't let him go, anywhere, and he's able to get the stop.
I see with Logan Johnson there, he's got that neck brace. You don't see that often anymore.
Not anymore.
Got that, it's not the neck roll. He's got that that board that goes straight up.
I had a problem with neck strains and stuff, so I had to wear one for a few games. It is tough.
Yeah, there's that Douglas. That's one that just fits over and then put your shoulder pads on.
Yeah, you're just stuck. Your shoulders are pressed back, and it's hard to get your head down.
2nd down and 8.
Good push up front.
Lowers the shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Delivering the hit that time.
Sir.
Feeling that pressure was Nick Mabudis, number 30.
Yes, that's the good stuff right there. Love those pads popping, man. That's football, baby.
Well, look at that skyline on the back of the helmet, too.
This guy is juiced up, man. He's ready.
Takes his position. 3rd down and 3.
Give him again. Ooh, close. It's been a battle. I've loved watching this game. It has been so much fun.
And this is what we expected. I mean, this is essentially a top 25 battle. St. Francis just outside the top 25.
Good pull. Oh, yes.
Man, more hitting.
Yes, I love it. You're getting closer to that end zone speaker, too, so you can hear it even more.
Some guys are slow to get up. Jalen Cooper, number 5, bringing the wood.
Oh, man, that was fun.
And on 4th down and 2, Marion is going to bring on Pomeli.
Yeah, take the points, 3-possession game.
8 of 13 a year ago. He was 4 for 4 in the game last year against Joliet. First field goal attempt of the season. Kick is up, and Pomeli is good.
Nice.
23-yard field goal, and Marion makes it a 3-possession game.
Yeah, that's big. That's why you go for the 3 there. Make it 17-0. And not, already limited possession game. Now St. Francis really has to work for it.
Boy, what a drive for Marion. Start on the 40, you take it down to the 7, and you're right, there was some serious hitting going on.
What a game.
On that drive.
It's been fun.
You're looking at the stands right now. This 6:05 start, I mean, it brings people out. It's a completely different environment here at these home games under the lights than it is at 105.
Oh, yeah.
And that is
Saturday, 105, you're kind of, you get up a little slower. You're like, I'll just tune in to Scott and Zach on the broadcast. I don't have to go there. But 6 o'clock, yeah, you got more time in the day.
Well, next week when you're in your car and it's after 2:05, join us on the radio. We'll be on a 107.5 FM. We'll be in the suburb of St. Louis at Missouri Baptist, the Spartans and the Knights. First road game for Zach and I since 2019.
I'm ready to get back on the road. I love the road games. Used to ride the chase car with Keevers and Caraboa.
That's right. The players take the buses. We pile into the minivan or the Tahoe, whatever we have rental-wise, and go to work. Pomeli takes it.
Nice block.
Boy, these mics that ISC has dropped down here on the sideline.
You feel like you're in the game, man. I love it.
And you know what the best part is? You don't actually have to feel it tomorrow.
Right.
Like you're in the game and you're still going to be just fine.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Now it's a 17-point lead for the 5th-ranked Knights.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't miss as a player. Waking up Sunday and can't even move.
10th year for head coach Mark Henniger. We're just a couple of games away from the 15-year celebration of Marion football. That'll be a big night on October 8th against number 13 Indiana Wesleyan. That'll be a heck of a night.
Nice.
Billy, the quarterback, will take it, and he will be brought down. Bucher just kind of hung on and yanked him down there. Tyler Bucher, junior from Valpo.
Marion really flies to the football. I love that look, though, the quarterback wrap where you have guard and tackle pulling around, but linebacker's able to come up so quickly and get that stop.
It's Chauncey Mays, big number 0 there.
I mean,
they're
a big unit. That whole front 7 is
and the
large.
experience with Mays and Majors in the middle, both 5th-year seniors. Pomeli having to roll out. Bucher is honing in on him, and the pass sails high and out of bounds. The intended target on that far sideline was Desian Jordan.
Yeah, Bucher, he's a big dude. Pettiford's
That's the end
not
of the
quite
third
as
quarter.
big, but very athletic. And then the 2 in the middle, Mays and And majors, it's a big unit.
3 in the books. Number 5, Marion leading St. Francis 17-0. We go to the fourth quarter on Comcast 81.
Getting 30% off any Donato's pizza during Peace and Love Days is kind of a big deal. It's a huge deal, actually. Get 30% off any pizza during Donato's Peace and Love Days when you order online. If you dig a great deal, dig into a pizza before this deal is over in just a few days. Order online today using promo code LOVE. Donato's. Every piece is important.
Is your building haunted or infested with icky snakes? Then tear it down. The Raised Trash Demolition Squad can flatten buildings up to 3 stories tall. Whether it's a commercial or residential structure, the Raised Trash Demo experts will make it go boom. And with their roll-off containers, they'll haul away the mess quicker than you can say, hey, there used to be a building there. Bring your old fire trap to its knees with Raised Trash.
RaisedTrash.com.
Raised Trash.
What a night. That's right, we're all excited. Everyone is happy here in Indianapolis. 17-0, number 5, Marion over St. Francis.
Under the lights, baby.
Yes, it's been a
football is back.
Great night here. We've just got to say that crowd mic that's down there on the field has our hands up. We love it. Our director, Jordan Shue. Becca Kelly is on replay. Our guy, Wes Wolf, is on graphics. Wes didn't come up to say hi, and we didn't go on to say hi to Wes, did we? It's on us, too.
Yeah, it is.
We got Alan on the cameras, Rob, Dennis, Vincent. Love having the crew out here in the game on Comcast 81. High snap. Palmilli grabs it, throws it, passes complete. That's a first down on 3rd down and 8. Much needed to open up this fourth quarter.
Yeah, 100% needed it. Nice job of finding the hole in the zone and sit.
Jordan out to the 36 with that reception.
Man, after over 500 yards offense last 2 weeks ago, Marion only 259 today.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Marion really moved it around a lot last year on St. Francis as well. Marion last year.
Yeah, St. Francis is going to make some noise on the west side. I mean, we haven't really seen much of St. X.
Yes.
Olivet Naz kept their score very close to them. I believe they won, actually. So the west side is going to be as competitive as the east this year, which is always fun to see.
You know, last year, Marion racked up 552 yards of offense on the Saints. And really, it was a one-score game going into the fourth quarter a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching it and being a little bit of a nail-biter.
Art Campos, the head athletic trainer, is coming out to check on Daniel McLaurin. There's Campos out there to take a look at him. Donato's Pizza and Jordan Hospitality Group, they believe in loving our neighbors and giving back to the communities that we serve. That's why we're proud to support both Marion University as well as Marion University Athletics with 20 Donato's locations through the greater Indianapolis area. Do not forget, swing by on your way home tonight. Pick up one of our famous thin crust edge-to-edge pizzas. And now, through October 30th, get a large Pep 150 for just $1 more than a large pepperoni pizza. That's Donato's. Just got turned up.
Yeah, for as many hard hits and big collisions that we've had today, it's surprising not to see a couple more guys hurt.
Gain of 2 at 38. McLaren is now being tended to on the sideline for St. Francis. Palmilli wants to put this ball up into the air, and it's incomplete. Good coverage out there on that far side by Underwood. He was all over Jordan.
Yeah, it's such a luxury to have the ability to get that kind of pressure with only rushing 4 guys. 7 guys dropping back, less area to go with the pass because you have 4 guys collapse in the pocket the way they did.
Jordan right there, a sophomore from Rockford, Illinois. Third down and 8. They completed a long third down to open up this fourth quarter, did the Fighting Saints. Pomili on the run, throws it over the middle. That will be caught. Boy, a really good pass to lead his man, Hartsfield.
Great ball, and to escape the pressure, get out of the pocket, throw on the run. That's just a nice-looking football play there. Here you see he's escaping, and has pretty good accuracy
really
on the run. There's a couple now that he's been able to deliver that way.
That's a really good throw out to the 43. They need to finish this off in the end zone.
No doubt.
Marion up by the 3 scores. The only points in this second half, the field goal by Marion. Pomili on the run, and he will sprint to that sideline.
Yeah, good job by Paris to let up and not jack him out of bounds and pick up that extra 15.
That was Alex Griffith. I just noticed he just came in. Was that 35?
I thought 36. Could be wrong.
Those 5 and 6s on these
Yeah,
jerseys.
they're kind of bunched up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be right.
Pettiford standing up on that left defensive end position.
Great job by the spy, Logan Blake, just staying at that level. Ooh.
And there's going to be the flag.
That's exactly what I just talked about.
And you know, that's what we don't have the view of what we can see. He was on that sideline. I can't even pick up what that number is. Is that a 65?
I thought it was. Oh, Alex Money.
Late hit defense.
Right?
He is standing out of bounds. No, that was hit.
No, Carrington. I'm sorry.
That was Adler that hit him. Number 1.
Yeah, I knew Adler was the hit, but the guy in pursuit.
Yes. Yeah. So Adler gets the penalty.
Yeah, and that's just what I was, praising Jake Paris or Griffith, who still I'm not sure on the other side of the sideline, not making that contact. Adler, it's just a real bang-bang play. It's the quarterback. They're trying to protect him, but you got to try to avoid that extra 15. I mean, this game is still very reachable. I mean, 3 possessions, yes, plenty of time. It's not over.
Sails high.
Yeah, he did.
Boy, if Small is looking for that one, and if he can grab that.
Foul call?
And a defensive touchdown in week 1. 17-0 Marion. They have yet to give up a point this college season. This is going into the 8th quarter of football.
Those mustard shirts really giving me Dwight Schrute vibes over there. Brown and mustard. This is not the best combo.
2nd down and 10 from the 26.
Helmets are sharp, though.
I do like the helmets.
Nowhere to go. Marion really doing a nice job when they get to this area in the field. The green zone, I call it, inside the 30. Marion's really buckled down so far today.
Yeah, they got a lot of secondary players in there. That's Howell making that play. They've kind of substituted some guys now on this drive.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of fresh legs here.
Yeah.
I agree.
3rd down and 10. Look at the skyline
Love
on the
that.
end. Look at that.
Love that. That's sharp.
And then you can
see
from California, they've got your home state when you're on there. That's awesome.
Great look.
Pomili stands tall, catch is made, and knocked down well short of the sticks will be Eldridge.
Yeah, but you give yourself enough to make it closer for the 4th down try. Not really worth it to go 3 here, even though maybe put some points on the board. But you'd much rather have a touchdown. It could go either way,
It's not been an easy drive.
No, not at all. Nice. Love that form there.
Pettiford.
And that's what, that's kind of why, maybe you take the 3 because, you did have that drive. You don't want to come away with nothing. But you're going to need 2 touchdowns anyway, so just go for it.
They need 5. It'll be caught, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, Adler, man. Really?
Adler delivers the stick, but the catch is made on 4th down.
Man, so many good hits today, Scott. Nice route. Good job. Nice hit.
The 11th play of the drive results in the 4th down conversion.
I like Adler a lot. You mentioned how many good nickel backs that Marion has had in the day. Big shoes to fill.
First down and 10, running that short side on the sweep this time.
Yeah, timing much better finally, but Marion's pursuit is just too fast. There's so many guys over there. That's definitely Griffith in there now, number 35. Underwood over there as well, Pettiford over there. Just too many blue jerseys.
They'll end up losing a yard back to the 16. 10 minutes to play in the fourth. Marion on top 17-0. Inside the red zone are the Fighting Saints from Joliet, Illinois. Pomili looking left, steps up, and then it completely swallows him up. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go. Nowhere to go with the
14th
ball.
play of the drive.
Has to take it down. You see some hands on hips now as you get into those double digits on a drive. It's a little more dicey.
Yeah, those helmets look so great. The skyline, you
Yeah,
can see
they're sharp.
That's Logan Blake from the state of Indiana, so he has that Indiana sticker on his helmet.
And for St. Francis, I like that one side empty, the other side the logo. I've always liked that design.
The St. Bernard dog.
And the white on white looks sharp too.
Timeout will be called by St. Francis. We'll take one as well.
St. Francis.
9:15 to play. A big third down coming up for the Saints. Number 5 Marion on top 17-0 on Comcast 81.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
There's 9:15 to play in the fourth quarter. This drive started with 34 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
This will be the 14th play of a drive. Started back on the 23.
It definitely feels like touchdown or bust here.
They've completed 2 fourth downs as St. Francis. Third down and 12.
Watch that slot.
Pomili stands in the pocket, delivers in the middle of the field, and he finds his tight end, Daniel Getch. First touchdown given up this year by the Marion Knights.
You had to have it if you're St. Francis. I mean, if you were to drive down a 6-minute drive and get nothing, you're done. You know what I mean? So to finish the drive that way after getting yourself all the way down there, really nice job. Step him in the pocket, no pressure this time. Good protection. Finds his big target over the middle. Gets a touchdown.
Good throw, good catch. Getch with his first touchdown of the season, third of his career. Mayday with the extra point.
That's a weapon, man. He's what we talked about on the other side, Presto. You got that big target. Get him the ball in the red zone.
So St. Francis finds themselves on the board. First points given up by the Marion defense. So we got a 10-point game with 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
We'll get all of the up-to-the-minute information on Knights Athletics at MUKnights.com. Follow us on Twitter at MUKnights. That's at MUKnights. Marion on the road next week. At Missouri Baptist, you can hear the Knights on 107.5 FM. We will have the radio call. My son just came into the booth. He has new gear.
Ah, you switched it up. Nice.
He's got the Marion gear now. Looks good.
Yeah, you Buckeyes fans just love to let everybody know you're Buckeyes fans.
All right. 10-point game, 9:10 to go.
Yeah,
now,
man.
for St. Francis, their defense, they are telling themselves, get that stop. And for Mark Henniger and offensive coordinator Andy Mitchell, it's like, guys, we've got this drive. We can do this.
Right.
This is our time. We control the fourth quarter.
They've been driving the ball today, Scott. They just weren't able to get points until finally on that last drive. Seems like more than 191 today. It does seem like they've really put some drives together, but now the time of possession has grown a bigger gap after that long drive.
Yeah, that's a significant amount of time taken off the clock by St. Francis. That's a short kick coming up to grab it and then having to sprint his way out at the 20-yard line.
But I love to see.
Was that Jalen? That's our first look at Jalen Jennings.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He missed week 1 because of a high ankle sprain.
Switch numbers, too, I think. Could be wrong. He's close to passing Juice Williams on the all-time kick return yardage list. I believe he needs about 100.
I think that is Jalen because he had that high ankle sprain, and he's kind of gingerly walking off the field. Mark Henniger heads over there and says, let's get you out of here.
So fast.
Yes, 2 kickoff returns a season ago. He was an All-American at that position, was number 14. Zach Bundelow, he has a taped up ankle after an earlier shot he took in this second half. Hebler, he spins free for 5 yards out to the 30-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 5 on a critical fourth quarter drive for both of these teams.
Have I told you how much I love these 2 running backs? I just love how they run the football. They just run without caring at all about the contact. They want to hit you.
When Marion has that 15-year anniversary, the running backs that can come back and the alumni and the yardage they have carried throughout their career here is off the charts. Record-breaking running backs here. First down, Hebler lowers the shoulder, lunges across that 35-yard line for the first.
My favorite part about Hebler is he runs, behind his pads, and you see him run over a guy, and then the exact next run, he'll hit you with the quick juke and the explosion. I mean, he's a very balanced runner. He's fun to watch.
Well, he's from a program here in Indianapolis, Ron Colley High School. He's a sophomore here at Marion.
Wrestler in the slot. I like that look. Now in motion.
Bundelow takes it back. He doesn't really have anyone, and it will be dropped.
He had Pressler, though, and he went the opposite way.
Yeah, it's almost as if he was in between, and that could have been a huge second interception of the season for Angel Mata.
Yeah, that was, the fact I'm, kind of ignoring the drop to interception, that's huge. But he had Pressler coming across, and then he had Stevens short and C.J. Young long, and I think you're exactly right. I think he kind of last second was like, oh, which guy, and just kind of leaves it short.
2nd down and 10 now at the 36. Whoa, that was big opportunity right there for the secondary for St. Francis.
Yeah, opportunity missed, dropped, if you will.
Back to Hebler on the outside, bounces in, and a good form tackle to hold him back from getting that first down.
And here you go, huge 3rd and short here for St. Francis. Limited time, 7 minutes, a little over 7 minutes now. You have to have a stop here. Still down 2 possessions.
That was a great tackle. It looked like Hebler was ready to pick up that first down, but he bounced it out.
It was, and I know it's kind of early, but this is kind of game here. If you're St. Francis, got to have this stop. Still plenty of time, but this is a big one. Oh, nice.
And Hebler puts his hand down and gets the first down.
Oh, he had him. He had him in the backfield, missed the tackle, and Hebler leaps forward to the first down. Huge play.
I mean, this
just missed him. Oh, man. What balance. What balance from Hebler to put that hand down, keep himself up. Gotta have that tackle. That's tough.
And not only that tackle now, will cost you at least 2 minutes.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5, maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That not only is it the first down, but now that clock becomes an enemy.
Yeah,
Hebler now into territory. He's going to have to protect that football. You can see St. Francis. Mabudas was trying to pound into that ball as he made the tackle.
And back to that last play, it's not an easy tackle. It's open field. You're coming down, flying down from the safety position. It's not an easy tackle, but it's a must.
But you ask in that field, they say, I've got to get it.
You got to get it.
And you see that clock rolling. Second down and 6. Hebler again.
Again, beat across his face. Nice play there by defensive line.
They've
done a really nice job.
Oh, no, and a late flag. I think they're going to get Terrence Nicholson for shoving tight end Drew Byerly well after the play.
You just can't do it.
It's either what Jalen Cooper is arguing as well, but that is a flag well after the play.
Inexcusable. There's more time.
And here comes an automatic first down and 15 yards tacked on from the 45 yard.
And you already know this crew has had a zero tolerance policy for personal fouls, hits after the whistle. We've seen 3, maybe 4 today. You just can't do it.
You know, and they just a good shot of Pressler coming back, pointing at the top of his helmet to Temples to say think out
After the
there.
play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 1, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They called that on Scott Tamili.
I thought it was 5.
I didn't see him. I didn't see number 1 in the area, but it was definitely in that secondary position, and it was well after the play.
And it's not even so much the 15. Obviously, that's a big deal, but the extra time, too. Like, you just can't have it.
Yep.
And that's what I mean. This has been such a battle today. And it's been a 2-possession game pretty much the whole time. It's those little moments that St. Francis has had that has hurt themselves that has really cost them today.
Move the ball down to the 31-yard line. First down. Tell you what, we talked about how big of a stop this was for the defense. How about Andy Mitchell, the offensive coordinator now, benefiting from that penalty, but just grinding it out on the legs of Baron Hebler.
Almost 4 minutes now on this drive.
No, that time he stood up. Good job that time by the defense.
Yep, good response there. I don't remember a game with so many O-line wins this one, D-line wins this one, just back and forth all day. It's been, I mean, it really has been like a boxing match. It's been fun, man. A lot of fun.
Hebler is now 4 yards away from 1,000 yards in his career, but this has been one of the toughest 87-yard days. Screen pass, Stevens, and then he's tackled, but not before. He's able to pick up some good chunk of yardage on that 2nd and 11 call.
And here's another opportunity, 3rd and short, kind of game on the line situation, because then if you get this stop, you force Marion to make a decision. A field goal doesn't do you much because it's still 2 possessions. So big one here, once again, for the Fighting Saints.
And they will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 4:25 to play. The 5th-ranked Knights looking to hang on here on Comcast 81.
Does your school offer high-quality education? Does it offer virtual or hybrid options? Marian University Preparatory School educates students in a safe, faith-based environment focused on college and career exploration. Here at Marian University Preparatory School, we empower parents and help students to master what they love and learn as they live. We are now enrolling students in grades 6 through 9 this fall. Full financial aid packages are still available. Act now to make MU Prep your school for 2022.
26 carries, 80. Baron Hebler, 26 carries for number 42 today.
That's a lot.
87 yards.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since you've seen a Marion running back tote the ball that many times and not have 150 plus.
Right.
It has not been easy. It has been a physical game. Credit that defense for St. Francis, but they are hanging on right now, 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, front 7 has done just such a nice job with that 3-man front. You have those 4 linebackers that have come up and been gap sound and making those short runs. False start.
Yep.
75, false start.
Look at him pleading. Michael Johnson, first team all-league on the west side a year ago, number 52. Yeah, it's not been easy. Marion is averaging just 3 yards per carry.
What are we going to get here?
Oh, goodness.
The quarterback, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Oh. It should be an automatic first down, 3rd down.
I mean, it's got to be the small, I mean, you got to have a bigger flinch than that for you to jump that way. I mean, you're really putting it into you're not controlling the outcome yourself by jumping like that. You're putting it in the hands of the refs. It's a gamble that just didn't pay off.
So the line of scrimmage is now the 18, and Marion is just salting this game away.
Yeah, they are.
4:35 on the clock. Bundalo takes it back, fires. Stevens makes a man miss, dances into the end zone.
What a beaut.
And that's an ender right there for Marion. What a drive to cap off the night.
What a move from Ben Stevens. That was, man, he's so good at making guys miss. That was fun. Nice job.
You lull them to sleep with 4 yards per carry, 4 yards per carry.
Exactly.
And then you get one of your best athletes in space. You make one man miss, and it's the end zone for Ben Stevens for the 19th time in his career.
Just hate that offside. You really want to see how you can do on that third and 2. You give them a free first down. The next play's into the end zone. Still some time, but back to 3 possessions.
Yep, Pobili.
Good.
You know, you answer the touchdown with your own 75-yard drive that takes 10 plays.
Yep, 5 minutes plus.
And you just take all that time off the clock. What a night here in Indy. 5th-ranked Marion looks like they are going to survive here. What was really a physical game. St. Francis playing their first road game of the year against a top 5 opponent, but they pulled the string on him and got him.
Yeah, and look at that move. They're out in space, one-on-one. So hard to tackle that guy with help, let alone by yourself. Nice finisher from the veteran here on this team, Ben Stevens.
Yeah, the 5th-year senior out of Danville. 20 yards worth of penalties, a 15-yard personal foul, and then the offsides on the defense on 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, you hurt yourself.
It was a critical drive for the Saints, but
somebody's got a party going on.
Look at this. All right. They're like, hey, Stevens found the end zone. Start the bus.
I love it. Old Doyle Hall. Man.
Had some times there.
I had some times. Freshman
right
year.
now it's happening.
Yeah.
What's going on out there? There's a football game. I'm not too worried about it right now. What's the score? Actually, I can see it. It's 24-7. All right, shut the blinds. Pomili on to kick it away. College football.
Love it.
On a Saturday night. Let's get more of these night games. That's a heck of a kick by Pomili.
Nice.
That is deep into the end zone. Nice kick.
What a performance today. I mean, really just such a stark difference between that first game and this game as far as opponents go, and the style of play and everything was just different. And even though it took a little bit of time for Marion to adjust early on, I feel like they really settled in after that bye week and really answered really well to everything St. Francis threw their way.
Yeah, and a good physical game.
Yes.
Pads were popping.
Yes.
And just not easy. You look at just 3.4 yards per carry.
Yeah,
you know, a year ago, they put up nearly 300 yards rushing against St. Francis.
Right.
You know, today you're looking at 119, but from your running backs, you're looking at about 125 yards on the ground from your 2 backs.
I'll tell you this, though.
It's a tough win.
This is a good football team in St. Francis. They are good.
They have responded from that embarrassing loss last week, and Pomili is brought down. They hang with him, and they bring him down. Bucher picks up the sack.
Nice day for Bucher today. He's had a lot of nice pressures. I'm not sure if he had another sack or not. I know he got close a few times. Had 1 hit, 6 tackles, 4 solo, and now his first sack. So nice job by him. 10.5
sacks in his career. Pomili delivers it. Running back makes the catch, falls out to the 22-yard
line. Nice hit by Paris, and congrats to get into double digits for Bucher. He's had a good career so far.
A junior from Valpo. Yeah, you have to wait your turn. There's been so many terrific defensive linemen to come through here.
Yeah.
You're not just going to be some youngster and step on the line here at Marion. Dancing, firing, flag comes in.
I think they're going to get Marion on that one. A little fighting, hand fighting on the sideline.
I'm going to say that was a catch. They're going to come together. They're going to give that to him?
Yeah, I thought so.
All right, there you go. Nice little game put together by Jason Hartsfield. He's had some tough catches.
Yeah.
Hartsfield, that'll give him 5 catches today.
And tumultuous today. 21 rushes, And yeah, the sacks factor in, take away from rush yards, but 21 rushes, 24 yards.
Does it have his net yards on there? Or his,
no,
his
but he
total
did have
yards?
a long of 15, so
okay.
it's the sacks that bring it
Yeah,
back.
I mean, it's a heck of a
But for a
throw
guy
and
who was
catch.
second in the nation in rushing yards last year, great job for Marion.
That is a good catch over there, and that was not Hartsfield. That was Eldridge that makes that catch. Now that they'll take their timeout with 3:25 to go. Marion, it's not going to be easy. They're going to come on and win this game, and then they'll be on their first road test of the 2022 season. They'll take on Missouri Baptist, a team that they have owned.
Maybe more like a pop quiz
throughout the series.
I don't know if it's a test.
Maybe not a road test. But a very rare road game as Marion is at home for 4 of their first 5. Very friendly schedule early on. And then it gets real when you get Indiana Wesleyan at St. Francis, the Cougars, and then at Concordia.
Yep.
And as we've talked about, that 3-game stretch is where you will determine how your 2022 season progresses.
Right, and you're playing in 2 tough places. Haven't won at Concordia in a while, I feel like.
Yeah, some crazy difficult losses up there in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
So a pop quiz next week on the road at Missouri Baptist. Paul Milley, boy, it looked like a jump throw, picked off. Interception. Really couldn't see where he was going, and Jake Paris has his 2nd career INT.
That's a nice capper today. That was a really good day for Marion, even though they gave up more yards than they're used to, longer drives than they're used to. Well, still only 203. I mean, it wasn't that bad yardage-wise, but gave up first touchdown of the year, but really, really nice way to cap off the night.
Pomili just sort of jumped and threw this TBD.
That's right, TBD.
Paris holds up the trophy. He says, I got it.
Yep.
Ball game.
Nice job.
3:19 to go.
Now we'll be able to have a Hunter come in here and run over a couple of these guys.
Yeah, he had a physical drive in the 3rd quarter. Makes a man miss. Boy, gets to top speed.
Stop.
Turns the corner.
Stop it.
Christian Hunter is in the end zone.
He's good. Wow. Yeah, right after that pick, you know, kind of a little bit of a body language, kind of slumped on the other side, and Hunter's like, not me, man. I'm ready to house this.
Well, he takes the ball at the 47 and just shot out of a cannon in that backfield.
That was nice.
An explosive touchdown run by Christian Hunter, his 2nd with Marion.
Man,
wow.
This running back room.
Woo. And Pomili's kick is true right down the middle.
Hunter's a dude.
That's an explosive touchdown run right there by number 4.
Boop. Boop.
And then, gone.
And then, that 2nd burst, man. Wow, that was nice.
Wow. What a run by Christian Hunter.
I like this kid a lot.
Marion now 31-7, so it'll look a little different than this game really was.
Agree. Totally agree.
But that is one kind of run. Christian Hunter in the opener, his debut for Marion.
New running back coach Chris Silva, obviously liking that.
In his debut in game 1, number 4 had 6 carries for 69 yards. Game 2, he has 7 carries for 86 yards. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yep.
12 a carry, not bad.
That's a name you're going to have to remember in the middle of the season when it becomes crunch time.
Yeah, I mean, 7 carries to only have 1 less yard than Hebler on 26. Not bad.
Not an easy day running the ball. Those kids have been hanging out all night. We've seen them in all kinds of different parts of the stadium tonight. Hanging on the fence.
Saturday night football.
Pomili.
Out of bounds.
Yep. Taps his chest.
Man, what a game. What a game. The West and the East this year.
Kick out of bounds.
We have
Kicking
a lot,
team.
we
Ball
usually
placed at
do.
the 35-yard line.
But there's a lot of good MSFA teams this year.
Yeah, it's starting next week. It's basically going to be well, after next week, you play Mobap out of the West, and then from there, it's all against the East.
Right.
Marion will move to 2-0.
Oh, that's right. Mobap went back to the West
Mobap
side.
used to be in the East, but with the arrival of, I think, was it Lawrence
Madonna.
Tech and Madonna, you move Mobap over to the West, which makes sense.
Right, logistically for sure.
Yep.
Geographically.
So Mobap moves over to the West.
St. Louis will be fun. We haven't been there in years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Marion now leading by 24. Pomeli delivers over the middle, out to the 45-yard line.
And we know how deep this squad is after the Madonna game. A lot of new faces in there after the first unit did just such a good job today.
Pomeli on the move. Tap dances along the sidelines. He'll pick up the first down, second down and short.
He's fun to watch, though.
Yeah, well, it will be fun to watch kind of how the year progresses for him. 0-2, but you're losing against St. Francis.
Right.
And then you're losing on the road to Marion.
Oh,
Look,
the West is still wide open.
yeah, the West will be
Yeah.
wide open. They'll have a huge showdown, obviously, later on the year with St. X.
Olivet Naz will be a good one.
Yeah, you're looking at all those teams. They're in Joliet, Olivet, Naz in the northern parts of Chicago, St. X in the northern parts of Chicago. Pomeli had a man breathing down his neck, and that will be intercepted.
Ricky Quack.
Airmailed his target.
Ball hawk Quack.
Got him. Two picks now.
He's back. This guy just finds the football every time he's in the game.
That is incredible. The doctor is in the house.
Yes, he is.
His 5th season for the Knights. He completed that his undergrad in May.
I just get interceptions. That's what I do.
And he's in medical school right now.
Did he say I'm back, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's great. He's back.
Accepted to medical school. He's in Marion's medical school.
Oh, I love
looking
that.
to earn his doctorate and play at the same time.
Love that. Yeah, first person to do that since Griffin Elbert a few years ago. That's so cool.
Now you get Gibson to come in and run the ball for a little bit. They'll wrap him up. So Kwok with the INT.
Yeah, what a luxury this running back room is to have. If you were to have any kind of injury, you got another guy from Decatur Central that can come in and get the job done as well.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Actually called one of his high school games a few years ago.
2nd down and 10 from the 28.
And it's such a fight for so long for St. Francis, Illinois. Really played a good game, but now you can tell the wind is out of their sails.
Yep. Yeah, they hung in there.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, good hit. Good hit.
Nice blitz off the edge from Nicholson.
They have done a nice job of popping the pads, have the visitors from Joliet.
No doubt.
And both of these defense have been running downhill today.
And honestly, that's kind of how Olivet Naz plays, the thumper kind of style. I'm really looking forward to when these two teams match up because it'll really tell a lot for the West side as far as positioning and everything.
Yeah, and let's see, Pomeli a year ago was the offensive player of the year on the West.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to go as far as he can carry them on offense, but this defense with 10 starters, that's why I think it's a bit surprising. They gave up 52 last week, and they were much more stout today, but it'll still show 31 points.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got some of the twos in up front, and St. Francis still with a lot of ones in, have won the line of scrimmage on both these.
Well, they reset the play clock, and it is now just a formality.
Yep, that's it.
As the game clock will go, Marion can let this just run out. Seems to be some confusion now. They're just waiting for the officials to say yep, and now they say, all right, guys, let's go ahead and meet at midfield. What a terrific football game.
Yes.
Marion's ranked 5th in the country. St. Francis just outside the top 25, and they came fighting, but Marion and head coach Mark Henniger comes out on top. He goes to midfield and meets Joe Curry. Two guys have been in their schools for a long time. 11th year for Joe Curry. For Mark Henniger, it's his 10th season. That's a heck of a football game. And Marion comes out on top, 31-7. The Knights are 2-0. Let the celebration begin on the west side of Indianapolis as Marion knocks off St. Francis, and they just outpower them in the fourth quarter to pull away. 31-7. You've been watching Knights football on Comcast 81.
Own a home? Here's a tip. Don't dump your garbage in the street. Neighbors get fussy about that sort of thing. Instead, count on Ray's Trash to haul it away. Ray's can supply 96-gallon waste and recycling bins that'll make you the envy of the cul-de-sac. And when you need a roll-off container for that big job, guess who's going to be there for you? That's right, Ray's. Your filth needs a place of its own. Ray's Trash will move it there. You know where to go.
Ray'sTrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Kate. She has a lot to juggle. Family, work, it can lead to trying days and tired nights. But we know Kate, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know at some point her space at a premium life may change. IMCU is here to help Kate and you find your space. Now, add on or remodel with an introductory rate of 1.9% APR on a home equity line of credit. Today, it's all about Kate. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
What's better than 100 pieces of pepperoni? How about 150 pieces of Donato's crispy pepperoni? Yup, the Pep 150 is back with more of what you love, piled edge to edge on that golden thin crust. It's pepperoni topped with pepperoni and more bang for your pepperoni buck. Now get a large Pep 150 for just $1 more than a large pepperoni pizza. Donato's, every piece is important.
Marion University is like a home to me.
Campus is where I made friends that I know will last a lifetime.
Academics, sports, or arts, Marion's got something for you.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
I'm a huge sports fan. Living in Indy, I've got the Knights, the Colts, and the Pacers.
Applying was so fast and easy.
I went to Marion for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marion University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marion.edu.
Scott and Zach back here on the west side of Indianapolis. Let's now go down to the field level and talk with the victorious head coach for Marion University, Mark Henninger. Coach, congrats on 2-0. Oh, that is one physical game you guys played here today. Hard fought. Congratulations.
Yeah, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I mean, that's a really good team. I told our guys, hey, don't be deceived by, kind of what we saw last week. Like that team did not play very well last week. They were a really good football team a year ago. And their Coach Curry does a good job. I knew that he would kind of get some of those problems fixed, and they play themselves into game shape as they go. So that's a good football team. So it was really good for our guys to have to come out and really fight, face some adversity, and I'm proud of how our guys responded, battled, and there's certainly plenty of things for us to learn in this one.
Yeah, Coach, I noticed that, especially such a stark difference from that week one, and then you go into the bye week. Kind of seemed like guys took a little bit more time to get going today, but then they responded well. What'd you like about that?
Yeah, I mean, of course, right? I mean, it's we've talked to our guys all week about, I mean, they're kids, right? So obviously, last week the first game was what it was, and then you take a bye week, and we reported for camp on August the 8th. And our starters have played, less than a quarter of football, and that quarter they played was, that game that got out of hand really fast last week. So, today is a real football game, and you talk to them and we as coaches, I think we really hammered that home, for the last 2 weeks that, hey, we've got to get ourselves ready to play, and sometimes you can tell them that till you're blue in the face, and until you actually are faced with it, you don't really know how to respond. But our guys, we handled adversity. There was never a time where anybody panicked or, so I'm happy with how they had, like I said, how they handled it. And we're going to have more tough games ahead, and there's plenty of good lessons to learn from this one.
Well, until Hunter Hammer ripped off that long run, it was not easy today, about 3 yards a pop. But what'd you think about your offensive line and Hebler It wasn't a typical Marion rushing game, and again, we give all that credit to St. Francis and their defense, but you guys really had to hang in there and be patient with that run game.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that coming in. You know, their D-line, their 3D linemen are really good. You know, and they do enough movement, and what they do is it's different. You know, and it's same thing. We've been here since August the 8th, going against, you know, what we do on defense, which looks nothing like what they do on defense. And so, you know, same thing. You know, those young offensive linemen got to get in there and learn it and see it and communicate and come to the bench and make adjustments and then be able to go out and practice those and put them into play. And so, you know, but no, our guys, I mean, they're tough, you know, and you know, obviously Barron, I don't know what Barron ended up with carries-wise, and you know, but that's kind of what we knew that's what it was going to take, you know, is for us to, you know, be able to line up and run it when we needed to run it, and you know, if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot there a couple of times, you know, we've got the thing could have looked a little bit differently, and you know, but you know, hey, again, you know, they you know, battled, and you know, we've got to continue to improve.
Yeah, congratulations, the 5th-ranked Knights come away victorious, and now we return to some normalcy. You got a week, and then you play another football game on Saturday, and the good news, Coach, Zach and I will be there.
I know. I'm taking the show on the road. I'm so excited. So excited to spend even more time with you guys, and you know.
We missed you.
Yeah, I've missed you guys too, for sure. And yeah, I mean, I was the happiest guy on the planet. Might have been me on Tuesday, knowing that bye week's over. We're in Tuesday practice. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday walkthrough, Saturday game. You know, that schedule that we all just kind of long for.
Yep.
It's finally here, so you know, we've got to go.
Yeah, great win today. Good physical football game, as you mentioned, kind of for the starters. Their first real 4 quarters of football. You got to be proud. We're proud to watch them, Coach. Congrats. Good luck this week.
Hey, I appreciate it. See you in the Lou.
You got it. There's head coach Mark Henniger. Outstanding win today for the Marion Knights, and it was hard fought out there, Zach. They pounded their way through it tonight. He's got to be so happy with them to really start to get some hits and
absolutely, and he made such a great point about, you know, you go through camp and you have this one look, and then you get a completely different look, and it was back and forth. You know, one defensive line would win one battle, and then the offensive line would win the next play, and it was just a lot of fun and a great test, kind of like we talked about. It will set them up for the bulk of the schedule coming forward.
And it's nice to hear that he's excited that he's going to get to spend more time.
You know, he missed us.
I mean,
great time.
You could feel it.
Yeah,
when he said that he's excited for us. Thanks to Jordan Shue, our director today. Thanks to Becca Kelly on replay, Wes Wolf on the graphics, our camera, Alan Hughes, Rob Lynch, Dennis Glover. Thanks to Vincent as well on the camera. For Zach Graves, I'm Scott McCauley. Thank you for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night in Indianapolis. Number 5 Marion wins 31-7 over St. Francis. You've been watching Knights football on Comcast 81.
This is the Pepsi for America's best barbecue. Worthy of 100-mile detours and 1,000 likes. Looks good. This is the Pepsi for mopping, dipping, and dousing. Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you. This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.